You're gonna unmute me on this. Okay. All right,
Yes.
cool.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
You are literally the
You
worst.
don't have to answer on stream if you don't want to.
You are literally the worst.
What do you mean?
She's giving you from the side eye from across the room.
I'm
You were
boring a
telling-
hole through the wall right now.
You were telling me that how I don't.
Yeah, you only do it in the worst moments and not the good moments. What the hell?
What do you mean worst moments? That was a good setup. Okay. So when we were yapping before we unmuted, Siel was we had a good bit, and then Siel was like, "Oh, you never unmute for these bits. You're missing out on content." And so, Cynthia asked Siel something, and I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna unmute right when they do the funny. They're gonna do the funny, and I'm gonna unmute." And then Siel was just like, "No." And it's like, what the heck? What the heck?
Waste all his own good content. Has to have other people provide the content for him.
What the?
Classic streamer.
What the? We can do like a recreation of
No, the magic's lost. No, the magic's lost. It's
the
gone.
Magic Lost. Hi Mouse. Hi Nay. Hi. Hi Curly.
Was it the loud one?
Nope, that was the
Oh,
normal
wow.
sounding one.
Damn it.
Nope. Hi everyone. Hi. Womp.
Ooh.
Womp.
What is
Hi,
that
chat.
even from?
That's from SpongeBob.
Oh, gotcha.
It was like the one, you know, when every now and again SpongeBob will like cut to like a drawn image of SpongeBob. It was one of those, and it was like him looking really sad. I
I've
forgot which
literally
episode it was
never
from.
watched a single episode of SpongeBob SquarePants.
You never watched a single episode of SpongeBob?
Not a single one. And you know what's crazier?
What?
Is that the show is based on the town that I went to university to. Like the
What?
creator of SpongeBob SquarePants graduated from University of Arcata and our Humboldt University, and that's there's like certain sections of the town that he drew a direct like when he was imagining like the world building for the show. I can't really relate, but that was like a huge part of the show was the town. Yeah. Never seen the episode, but I know that much.
Oh my god. How?
Yeah, my university was very proud of that. They mentioned that several times. Hey, did you know that the creator of SpongeBob graduated from our university? Wow, very cool.
Oh, I bet they meant it all the time when you were touring the place. Yeah.
Oh, it was just all the time. Like, and over here is where the Krabby Patties were made, and just like, oh my God.
Hi Hunter. Hi.
Yo, Hunter. Yo, how's it going?
Happening so many points. Honey, are you refunding Mouse?
No.
No.
Yeah, I'm
No.
not gonna tattle either.
What the heck?
All I know is I had a huge influx of points.
There's just gonna be unlimited boo womps.
Good.
You guys are boo womping so much that the image is breaking and it just won't show up sometimes.
Good.
Ah!
Stream crashes because of. Oh, did it happen?
Yes, they got it. Someone got it. I can't.
Is there a different visual or is it just the sound?
It's just the sound.
Damn. I have the stream muted because I don't want to hear myself. But
I should change it. I should make like take the image and then make it like a screen shake
Cursed.
or something.
oh
Or
yeah, that works.
There you
like
go.
that.
Oh God!
Jesus.
Thank you, Siel. That was
Very cool.
very cool.
Fun fact: she made that extra loud boo womp herself.
Oh yeah. Did you like throw it into like Premiere and then like have it echo each
No,
other?
I just did like a billion different online things until it was like, is this what you want? And you went, yeah, it's good. I went, okay.
I wanted it more like have you ever seen any of those like those the Team Fortress 2 like goofy source filmmaker videos, and when they yell it's like really really loud, like ear piercing? I want something kind of like that. And while that loud boom womp wasn't like exactly like that, it's still pretty good in its own right. It has its own, I can like feel Siel's love through it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like custom Team Fortress 2 videos is a particular kind of brain rot that I haven't experienced yet.
True.
Oh, I absolutely loved that brain rot when I was growing up. Absolutely loved it.
Still love brain rot.
What the? Maybe.
Am I wrong? You were showing me some brain rot earlier.
What was it? Onion, hey.
Onion.
Do you remember what it was?
It was like Bill Cipher fucking talking over some like weird pancake thing or whatever. I was like, this is some brain rot.
It was like Bill Cipher talking over someone cleaning like a froggy rug, and it's one of those videos where they take a bajillion years to clean out the rug because it's like covered in dirt and everything, and for some reason that takes so much water than is necessary to clean.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now. Took me a
Yeah.
second. Yeah, so it's like they start with, I don't even know how they start. I guess they dampen the rug, get rid of the dirt, and then they go over it with a cleaner, and then they wash it out again, and then it's just rinse and repeat until the rug is back to like normal.
Okay, there's no way that like that is more water efficient than just putting it in a washing machine, I feel like. Right?
I wouldn't wish that. I wouldn't wish that upon my washing machine. I think my washing machine would be destroyed.
Yeah.
Throw away the rug, buy a new one.
Sometimes the rugs are
restoring.
Yeah, sometimes it's sentimental, you know?
I throw away, I toss. It's gone. It's in the trash. All the sentiment in the trash.
Womp womp. Grandma's favorite rug that she got from her grandmother, you know, just in the trash.
We throw grandma in the trash as well.
Oh, man. Well, at least, you know, everything goes in the trash.
I throw the PS5 in the trash as well, where it belongs.
No.
That seems personal.
Yeah, it is a little bit, but I did watch the State of Play today. And
Oh, true, that did happen today.
I lost my mind. It was so cool. Well, some of it was so cool. The Monster Hunter Wilds got the release date today, February 28th.
Sooky is somewhere yelling and screaming and happy.
Oh,
He
yeah.
said, let's fucking go.
I was literally on a call at Snooze, and I blew out their eardrums.
I think the only other part of that, what we watched, was us just laughing at the fact that there was no stand on the PS5.
Yeah. Yeah, all the promotional material had the PS5 standing, and then like underneath it in text, like stands sold separately. Plastic stands sold separately. Like, right?
Oh my god. Why
Could
isn't
not
that
afford the plastic stand.
Why isn't that included?
Because they can fleece
Money.
Sony fans. I don't know.
It came with the Wii back in the day.
Yeah.
That was like
And it came with the
And the CD
PlayStation.
disc.
Oh yeah. The PS5 Pro does not have the Blu-ray disc nor the plastic stand to make it go upright.
bruh.
You have to buy them separately. And you know what's crazy is the Pro it sold out like within minutes, because of course it did, right? Like
Yeah. Well, there are a
Scott
bunch of
Booth.
people who like haven't bought a PS5 yet, right? Who have just been kind of waiting to buy one, and I guess with the Pro, they're just like, okay, well, I guess I'll show some extra money for this.
So here's the thing, I really like my PS4. I've been waiting for a reason to buy a PS5. I have not gotten a reason. The only thing would have been is the Demon Souls remaster, but that's about it.
Apparently, Astrobot is really, really good.
It does look cool, and if I had a PS5, I wouldn't mind trying it, but it's not a reason for me to get a PS5. It's not like that's not the game to get me into the console.
Yeah. You're not a big 3D platformer person?
Not at all.
Don't like Mario, don't like Sonic, don't like
Yeah, never. Let's see. I don't think I've ever played a Mario 3D game like that. 3D platformer like Super Mario 64, Galaxy, Sunshine, Odyssey, which is crazy because I watched so many speedruns for them, like so many, like an unhealthy amount for somebody who's never ever played the games. Like I know more about Super Mario 64 than most people who've played the game. It's insane. It's just, but yeah, never played them.
I get you though, because like I'm not someone who played a whole bunch of Super Mario 64 at 4. I played a bit of the DS. I played a bit of the DS version when that released, but there's something interesting about like Mario speedruns, right? Because it's just like you're just watching them play, and they will just be like, I'm gonna long jump here so that I can do this trip off this wall here so that I can get the star early, and you're just like, whoa, that's crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that's super duper cool about that, and like with a lot of speedrunning.
I like the concept of speedrunning, but I could never do that myself. I would be bored so quickly.
Speedrunning requires like so much passion for a game, right? Like you have to be passionate for it to like to dedicate all the time to speedrunning. It's not something if you could do if you don't truly love a game. Am I right?
I agree. I think you have to not only like love a game, but you have to get to the point where you've 100% of the game, you've done everything you possibly could, and you're just looking for a reason to keep playing the game. And if there was ever a game that I felt that way, it would be either probably Monster Hunter 3U or Wind Waker. Wind Waker would be a pretty big one, and I have not done randomizer for Wind Waker. I think that's the next step for me, honestly.
Wind Waker is fun. I've seen a few streams like that.
Have you done randomizers for Ocarina? Grr, if you cut me off one more time. Grr.
No, but speaking of Ocarina, there's a new mod that just came out a few months ago. I just found out about it, and I really want to play it. It's called, I believe, Ultimate Trial. And it's a not a remaster, but like a re-envisioning, reimagining of like Ocarina of Time. And it's made not for like, it's made to be really challenging, and there's a lot of like, they reused a lot of assets, but they redesigned almost everything from what I understand.
Interesting. Okay.
And it's like so it's you would have to obviously emulate it. It's not something you can go out and buy, but I don't know. That's definitely on the docket for streaming. And I haven't looked too much into it because I don't want to spoil myself, but from what I hear, it's really, really good. So yeah, I just for like classic games like that, man, I've seen some randomizers for Ocarina of Time, and unless if you know some speed running tricks, it can be really, really difficult.
Yep, I used to do randomizers for it.
Damn. I think the ones nowadays, like you can like have a guaranteed completion, which is
there's
nice.
logic.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Wait, so like originally it would just sometimes just generate like the items so that you just couldn't progress. You just get soft.
Right. Like a seed that's literally unprogressible normally. So people would have to, particularly speedrunners, they would have to break the game in order to like clip through a wall or warps wrong warp somewhere or something.
Wow.
You can still generate them like that. There's still like uncheck this box so like the logic doesn't actually make the game beatable. If you want to do that, of course.
Okay. Are those like two different categories? I would assume of like randomized speedrunning. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? You know what's a game I would do? And I am still considering doing it, like legitimately, there's a category for a world record I think I could get really easily. It's Stardew Valley. And I know it sounds so weird to make a comfy game like Stardew Valley into speedrunning, but if you like break it down, there's actually like, it's really interesting the steps you have to take to get through some of the bundles and different stuff. It's just, I don't know. I think it's an unplayed gem for that kind of niche.
Yeah, because like I remember some of those bundles have like 1 or 2 items that are like an absolute pain in the butt to get, like the rabbit's foot, and I remember that one that took me forever to get. Or I think it was like was that the winter bundle or was that a different one? No, that's a different one.
That would have been rabbit's foot. That was like the community bundle. I believe the wizard needs it or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
So-
awake.
Hey, so welcome to the party.
Wiki.
Hi.
We were just yapping about speedrunning, so
Speedrunning? I have no comment because I don't know anything about speedrunning.
if you had to speedrun a game, soap, what would it be? Like you had to speedrun a game to save your life.
Oh god.
Gonna be some boomer shooter for sure.
I don't know. I couldn't possibly imagine what I'd want to sit through to try and learn speedrunning.
We'll get to imagining.
It can go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking this is a hard question because like I would hate to sit through any game. I'm trying to think of the shortest game I can think of. Whatever's the shortest game, I'd look up the shortest game and I'd look that up. And I did that one.
The shortest game.
Yeah, if my life depended on it, yeah.
Okay. So, say you had to speed run a game. You had to get like the top 10 in that game in order to not die. What game
To not die?
Not die. Yeah, you will die. You will die if you do not become the top 10 Super Mario 64 speedrunner.
Is it like timed? Is it like in one go? You get one chance to do it? Is it like over the course of a year? Is it like
yeah. It's over a course of a year. You have to get the top 10 in a game of your choice.
I'm just
and
killing
it can't be
point.
some like random itch.io game that has like 100 copies sold. It has to be like a known game.
Okay. I think it's very doable, but
you find some niche game.
I believe that I will just die, so I'll just end it early, you know?
Okay, so that's the crazy way out. The proper answer is grab like some garbage Atari game or Neo Geo game that nobody's ever heard of or played. Just play it once, and you'll probably get world record because nobody's ever bothered to play it.
I think in that case you would have to. I think in that case you would have to have it not also blow up because you hit the world record. If you only have a year time slot and somebody replaces your record and it keeps getting replaced, do
you have to hold it the entire time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
you have to get top 10 within a year, and you must hold it by the end of the year.
So you have to play a niche game that nobody wants to beat you at.
I think what would be interesting is if we did the trolley problem, right? Let's take this scenario and twist it. You have a year to be a top 10 in whatever game of your choosing, but you also have 100 people with the same dilemma as you, and they have to choose your game and category.
Oh.
So either you live or they die. Like,
well, just 10 people are going to live. Like, to be top 10.
Nine people are going to live because you have to be one of the top 10. But
yeah, 10 people overall.
9%. That's not a lot. You know, that's still a lot of competition. And you eat 100 people to have a year to train the game that you're playing. Oof, that's a hard one.
The socket games, I would just die as well again.
I just don't think you want to live in any of these scenarios. So, like...
are you good, sir?
I'm fine. I just suck at games, so this is not happening.
So you have to get a top 10 speedrun on one level in Ultra Kill. Any one level, you know?
I wouldn't be able to do that. I genuinely just would not be able to do that.
Damn.
You couldn't pick one level and like become a master at it?
No.
So I guess the remaining question is, do you prefer to be cremated, or what kind of funeral do you want to have? So
I think I'll donate my organs to science.
there you go.
That's noble.
Some science YouTuber, right? Like,
Oh yeah.
how many
100%.
hearts
Yeah, I
does
just
it
wanna
take
be
to
shipped
crush a walnut?
I want to be. Well, how are they gonna get all the other hearts?
Don't ask questions.
Oh yeah, exactly.
That's not your problem.
Just,
You're not around.
I'll just ship my corpse to a fucking YouTuber. That's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
cool.
Mr. Beast collected 100,000 hearts.
Oh.
I'm donating 1,000 hearts from all these corpses.
Linus Tech Tips with a custom corpse PC.
God.
Oh jeez. The flesh
loved it.
PC.
Oh, what about if it would be like a Mass Effect? You know those like zombie liches and they're all like cyber teched out? That'd be pretty cool. The husks. Oh, that
Yeah,
would
the
be
husks,
so cool.
yeah.
I want a custom husk PC in our home. Can we do that?
No, that's been denied.
Have you played Mass Effect?
Ooh.
Damn.
Having, I'm
You'll change
thinking
your
a
mind
little-
if you play Mass Effect.
What I'm hearing here is you can only deny it if you played Mass Effect.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of the decomposition of the body. You know.
It's not too
and then-
bad. It's not stinky or anything.
What are you gonna do? You gonna Lysol it every day?
I don't,
It's dehydrated.
well, husks are like cyber. What exactly did do the
So-
freaking?
I think all
Um,
the nutrients are sucked out, and then whatever is left over, they throw a bunch of like cyber bullshit in, and
Well,
then
it's
it
like-
turns into a zombie.
What it
Yeah.
does is like they stick them on spikes, right? And like I don't know what the spike does to them. But they
It
get,
drains
like,
them of like the nutrients that the Reapers need. So whatever's left over that the Reapers don't need is there, and that gets like turned into like a cyber zombie. Yeah.
Mhm.
Huh.
Mhm.
So all the like the goop is like sucked out, like the organs, the meat, the cholesterol. It's all gone.
Cholesterol? Why do they need the
Yeah.
cholesterol?
There's some good cholesterol. Reapers need some good cholesterol. Like, you know, they can't just
Gotta be
eat
healthy,
eggs.
too.
Yeah.
Gotta have the.
Imagine the bad
They
cholesterol.
couldn't just eat like a bowl of Cheerios or something? Like my cholesterol?
Cheerios.
Here's
with the
my
Reaper
morning dose of
branding.
cholesterol.
Yeah, there you go.
Like if the Reapers can steal people's cholesterol, I should be able to too. Come on.
Would be
You just
nice.
You just want to suck out people's cholesterol, huh?
Look. Why can't I do it, but the Reapers can't? Why is it only morally like bad when I'm doing it?
I don't think.
I don't think the Reapers are the moral good in Mass Effect.
Yeah, I think they're kind of the bad
I think
guys.
you might have misunderstood the series.
They're
Hey,
like
the
a-
bad guys weren't the good guys all along? What?
Well, I mean,
I was
not
the bad
necessarily the bad guys, but like, I wouldn't say they're morally right, you
Didn't they
know?
want to destroy the universe?
Yeah, but it was like they're programmed to do that, and it was like the whole like, it was the whole like thing was like, oh, if they don't do that, the whole universe is gonna like get fucked on its own at some point from like their own doing. I don't know. There's some
like,
weird
the
shit
robot-
like that.
Eventually,
And the
synthetic
only way
life
that
would,
you
like,
could solve
overcome
the only way you
organic
can
life.
solve that is
Something like
yeah, the
that.
only way yeah.
Sure.
So like the only way you could like solve that issue is have organic life completely control have like organic life with like really good character controlling all of it, or you just like remove all technology and really set everyone to the Stone Age so that you get a little bit longer until the world needs to be reset again, you know, or the universe needs to be reset.
Yeah. Also, we totally just spoiled Mass Effect for Snooze.
It's
That's
okay. I'm good. We're
I
good.
didn't even play 3 either, so it was spoiled for me. But I'm good because 3 was garbage from what I heard, so I'm good.
multiplayer
It's
was
not that
good.
bad. People over-exaggerate how bad it is. It apparently had like bugs on launch, I think, but like outside of that, a lot of people didn't like the story. And yeah, I do agree that it's a little disappointing compared to 2. It's still not terrible. It's at least worth the play.
I'll be
It's not
honest.
like Andromeda.
I'll be honest. I like threes combat better than one. I would rather have threes combat than one.
Threes combat is better than one. I definitely liked a lot more of the RPG systems in one. I actually liked one the most, I think, because of the RPG systems.
Did you know that little
removing
wheel thing in Mass Effect is actually patented?
Huh?
The meal thing?
Yeah, the like the choices that you make.
Oh, the wheel, yeah.
That's
Oh,
actually
so
has
that's why they
proper
started
patent on
putting it
it.
in Dragon Age.
Yeah, and nobody else is allowed to use it because it'll break
Huh.
patent.
That's
so
crazy.
stupid.
I mean, Nemesis system.
Ooh,
I know, but all these like patent things are stupid. I'm not like.
Oh yeah, I agree. You
The
shouldn't be able
patent
to
office
patent.
doesn't know what the fuck they're doing.
I think, yeah, patenting game mechanics, you know, that's...
That isn't something you should be able to do because like normally you can't really because so as far as software goes, you can't patent like specific processes or ideas of processes. You can like you can patent the way you
Algorithms
creative.
you can patent. You know, mathematical processes you can, but how you go about using it, like just like a standard like methodology, I don't think it's patentable.
Yeah, because like you're not allowed to patent like math formulas, for example. I think, and like that's just the natural expression of the natural world, and like you can't patent that. Which is actually, I guess, that's a good segue into like one of the bigger news topics of the past week, where apparently Power World is getting sued by Nintendo for patent infringement of all things.
Mhm.
Did you guys hear about that?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. I think it's based, from my understanding of it, the patent that's getting infringed upon is the mechanic of the Pokeball, how it opens up, and how Power World's mechanic reflects the same as the Pokeball. That's that specific patent that I think they're infringing.
No, apparently it's multiple patents. From what I hear, it's multiple
really?
patents.
Yeah.
And apparently it might not just be Pokemon. It might be other things at Nintendo. Because from usually when it's a patent issue or other like issues involving Pokemon, it's only the Pokemon company that sues. But this time it's Pokemon Company and what's it called?
Nintendo.
And Nintendo.
They're more or less like congealed at the hip. I think Nintendo is just doing this because they want. This is probably their lawyers got together and was like, "What's the best angle of attack we can do?" Because copyright's really messy and they can wiggle out of it pretty easily. Let's just grab every patent we have for mechanics and throw it at them and see what happens. Because lawsuits in Japan are completely different than like say the U.S. and that's where it was filed. It was filed in Japan.
Yeah, so unfortunately, like it's like a Japanese only lawsuit. So, another thing about the lawsuit is we don't know the exact patents that were breached. So all we can do at this point is kind of speculate on which patents people think that Power broke. But like, yeah, I heard the one where it was about the Pokeball. I heard one where it was about Nintendo apparently patented a system of swapping between two modes, one where you catch Pokemon and one where you throw out a Pokemon or a creature to battle another one or something.
So weird.
Really?
Yeah, it's super duper weird. It's crazy that that's a thing that apparently they can just patent. But I wonder if is that a Japanese patent or is that a U.S. patent?
That sounds like U.S.
Well, both the companies are in Japan.
Yes, I don't know. I do know if you're outside of China, you typically try to patent in the U.S. and as well as your home country, and that's typically how that kind of works. But Chinese patent laws, they actually just don't care about international patents. They just do whatever they want. It's kind of interesting. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's so weird that you can patent game mechanics like that. Like I know, for example, it came up recently, like apparently loading screens are patentable. Like like playing a mini game during a loading screen. That was a patent filed by somebody. But
yeah, doesn't Thing have a thing for that?
Man,
I don't know. I just saw it in a Scott the Woz video.
No. There's one specific one I'm thinking of. I can't remember what it's called. Assassin's Creed. Didn't they have a patent for like that sort of thing?
Walking through the fog.
Yeah. Like
yeah,
walking around while on the thing. I can't remember if it was a patent or not. I swear I remember something being like, oh, no other game can do this because, you know, they patented it and they're not like doing it anymore. So if you like that sort of thing, fuck you.
Yeah. I think patent holders try to just hold on to them just so they can do like patent trolling and just to collect income. But yeah, it is really weird. Just like very petty things like that can be patentable.
Yeah, it's very, very silly. I'm hopefully at some point this will be like, I don't know, the patent offices with faces won't be run by old people or something.
Hopefully they just like expire. I know like there is an
people?
No. Oh yeah. I mean, eventually. Yeah.
That's one half the problem.
I know Mickey Mouse. I know that when Mickey Mouse was
copyright should not be like available for like over 70 years or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, well, I mean that was just lobbyists from Disney is the reason that happened, but I don't know, it'll be interesting like even 10-20 years from now there's a lot of real world IP that will be in the public domain. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
But you think about it, in like what the next decade, all the 60s music and shit is like free to use pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
There's an image. See if I can find it of like all the different like famous IPs that are entering the public domain in like the near future. I found it. Let me boop. And I'm gonna put this up on stream real quick. Up, not that image. I don't want to take Jamie's gun away from him. Boop, boop.
Sorry,
Who gave Jamie a gun?
Oh, Sheogorath.
Yeah. It's Sheogorath.
Oh damn. Okay, so we're at Mickey and Minnie Mouse, Steamboat Willie, Popeye, Pluto, Betty Boop, Goofy, Donald. Oh wow.
Yeah. So,
Batman
like Superman
in 2035? Holy cow.
Superman,
yeah, but
Captain
is
America?
it only specifically that Batman? Or can it be any Batman? That's the thing that I get really confused about.
I'm not sure, because like, obviously with Mickey, only the Steamboat Willie versions of them are free in public domain. Like you can't use the modern Mickey Mouse, like as it shows here.
So looking at this chart, by 2042, Jamie will be in the free domain.
No, I'll lose my pets. Anyone can have their own little jammy. Well, I guess it'll be nice if everyone can have their own jammies. Maybe that anyone could have their own little slime pet.
Put them in the jar.
So do you own slime pets?
No. I mean, I technically don't even own Jammy. He's just kind of... I think I got... The origin of Jammy was that I got a Skeb art back that featured a bunch of little flying strawberry fairies. And I kind of and then I saw that and I was like, wouldn't the strawberry slime be kind of cute? And then I kind of made Jammy from that. So he's like... I don't own Jammy, I guess. It's like he's a amalgamation of...
Whoa, you don't own Jammy?
I haven't copyrighted Jammy. He's free. He's copyright free.
I'm making my own Jammy.
Then.
What, say so?
So I can just steal Jammy then. That's
I
crazy.
mean, I guess you could.
I'm stealing Jammy.
What the? Jammy's our son, hon. He lives with us.
I'm making Jummy.
Huh? You thinking?
Yeah.
Another one?
Yep,
Another one.
another one.
Another one.
Bring
the
out
favorite
the
child.
lobster.
Don't bring up the whole lobster.
Damn puns. I just brought up your Skeb profile. You went full ham on Skeb. Have you slowed down at all?
Oh,
Yeah,
I've
I
been
saw
slowing down
that.
recently. Yeah.
You're at 68, my guy.
Jeez. Hey, to be fair, some of those I do actually use for stuff like I use a bunch of those for my stream schedule. I use a lot of them for banners and stuff. Some of them
Siel,
like,
did Punz ever tell you that Snooze and I are haunted by Punz when we go search for art? Because inevitably we'll just find
That's everybody.
them. That's everybody.
Huh?
It's not just you. Anybody that goes to Scab sees Punz.
wait,
Yeah,
I've heard
really?
that from 4 different people. Yes.
Yeah.
But
Four
how do
different
you- how-
people.
How, like, honey, you've heard this like from 4 different other people. Why are you saying what?
Yeah,
like,
you
like,
you've
new
literally
information?
heard it from so
Yeah.
many people.
Who are these people? I don't remember. I know Cynthia, but I don't know anyone else.
What about it?
Wow.
Didn't Go say that as well?
Yeah, Garu said it.
Oh yeah, he
Um,
did say it. Okay,
I can't remember
that's
there was someone
two.
else who said it in the chat while we were having that conversation.
Wait, you've been jump scared by me too, Nyan?
You've kind of like made your mark
Jesus.
on the art world for sure. On the digital art world, it's you're
Have I?
kind of like yes, you have.
Have
You're
I
like
really?
Genghis Khan of art, just going around pillaging, spreading your art seed everywhere, and watching it grow and these different commissions.
Kind of
You
art,
get my
holy.
seed. You get my seed. Everyone gets my seed.
Oh, I don't want your
Whoa.
seed.
Honey, you can't just be spreading your seed everywhere.
What do you mean? That's how Cynthia described it. That's apparently that's what I'm doing.
You can't just be doing that. You can't just be doing that, honey.
I'm the guest. I
think
get
it's
guest
fair to
privileges.
With how much we spot you, I think at this point it's fair to say it's just a digital footprint at this point.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah. I swear, it's not even a me, Pums. We literally spot you every other time. It's just you're everywhere.
Oh, I know. You sent me multiple images of seeing art of me just randomly when you're on VGen or Skeb. It's crazy is that apparently you find me on VGen too, which I've commissioned significantly less of. And a lot of those commissions are like not normal artworks. They're like editing commissions from like Moop and stuff. Let me see.
Right. I mean, I am looking for like abnormal things as well. So that's probably why I see you more often on VGen.
You calling him abnormal?
Mm-hmm. Punz is very abnormal.
Good.
What the? Hi, Paula. Hi.
It's okay. We're all a bunch of weirdos in here. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I guess that's interesting to think about. I guess that I left my mark on the world
Yes,
by
it's interesting that literally everyone around you sees all your art all the time. I guess that's kind of cool.
yeah. You know, no big deal. Everyone sees me everywhere. You know.
Nobody can escape me. Yeah, I guess that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's pretty neat.
It's kind of like old school Twitch when it was a lot smaller before COVID. Like there was those mega donos, donators. They would go around to different streams and you could just like spot them. Like I don't know if you guys know the name Top Ramens. He would go around to like a bunch of different communities and just drop his load on them.
Huh?
Mhm.
Jeez.
But very similar. So do you have like all the assets you want, or are you kind of slowing down more like because you just have so many you don't know what to do with them all?
Well, I kind of slowed down to like I've slowed down to like a few simple requirements for art that I need. Either if it's one for like a thumbnail or something, of course, for like a YouTube video or a certain like playthrough or something, or two, it's I get an appeal and it's like in a really cool art style that I like, or if it's for like Punz N Palz or something. Because I haven't
Where's
commissioned
all my art comes? Where are all mine? Huh?
What do you mean? I send you like artists all the time, and I was like, and I even like see your character here thing, and all the time, and it just
sometimes a lot of the times recently you just send me those and you say nothing. I'm just like, oh, is you just showing me this? Like kinda cool,
yeah, why
or,
don't you ask?
I see some Siel in here. I see Siel popping up every now and then.
Yeah, I commissioned a few Art of Being CL on Skeb, but not too much. Unfortunately, it's very, very hard to find artists who will do both human and furry together in a single drawing.
Yes. They're very
Or
conflicting
human, furry,
styles.
and femboy, right?
Well,
Wouldn't do femboy, I would assume.
There's some
It's-
artists who just want to draw female characters and stuff.
Yeah.
And femboys are they're a lot closer than masculine for like structure and muscles and different
Yeah.
stuff. But furry's like its own little special niche, and that takes a lot of practice for sure.
Oh yeah.
One of my good friends, Moo, she's definitely specialized in that, and just kind of took her a long time to do it, but yeah. Furry artists get paid a lot. I'll just throw that out there right
well, the
now.
motherfuckers be upcharging us. We go, yeah, it's the furry tax. And I'm like,
Yep.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
That's what I call it.
there's very powerful, influential people in this world, and they're furries, and they don't mind dropping a huge bank.
Yeah, they're ruining it for the rest of us that aren't billionaires.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I know,
I
right?
guarantee you, like Musk and like what's that Amazon CEO? I forgot his name.
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, Bezos. I'm sure they're furries for sure.
Oh, Elon is, but I don't know about Elon.
If you got all that
Have
Have
money,
you seen those? Have you actually seen the posts that Elon's made that are like furry related? It's weird.
no.
No.
Elon makes really strange posts, but furry
Yeah.
wouldn't be one of them.
He genuinely has like posted things that are like somewhat furry.
I saw an Elon
Adjacent.
tweet, which probably isn't Elon, because why the fuck would he be on his own platform?
Right.
But it was like Santa, like topless, hitting a crack pipe, and it was like, damn, Santa going hard this year. From his own account on this random post with Santa. So I was like, what the fuck are you doing here?
I don't know.
Is he just sitting on his phone making like AI generated images of Santa smoking crack?
I don't
Oh yeah,
know.
no, he
man.
just generates AI photos now. Like it's weird.
Oh yeah, he also does that of like his family him and his family for some reason.
That's
which is-
Oh,
that's so
I've seen
cursed.
that.
Holy
Yeah.
Jesus.
that's so sad. That's
I
so
know.
sad that he's like pushed his family so far away that now
Yeah.
he has the AI generate photos of him and his family. Oh, like what with like Grimes and shit like that? Because that would be even more like. Oh,
I don't think I have any.
I
distinct
wouldn't put it
save,
past him to be honest.
but like
I wouldn't put it past him to like generate photos of him and his ex. Oh.
I've definitely seen like photos of him with like a kid and a woman and like and stuff like that, or like it's just clearly like him AI generated with them.
Did you
Like,
see his? I actually don't want to talk about him. I'm
Okay.
thinking about it, and I don't really want to talk about fucking Elon
The
Musk.
the more that Pandora box gets opened, the less, the more cursed it becomes.
yeah,
Ooh.
you're
Punz.
right. You're right. Mm-hmm.
I
was so
have a
fucking
bone to
weird.
pick with you.
What is it? What is it, Cynthia?
So on the stream title, Siel's name's misspelled.
Huh?
Yeah.
Classic.
Ooh.
It's just so.
Classic.
But I copied the picture.
You're missing
from
an
the
you're
website.
missing an S at the very end. It's Siel Silvers.
Ah, there you go.
Can't believe it.
I'm sorry, honey.
I
I'm
know it.
sorry.
Nobody got me. Cynthia got me.
Mhm. I'm always here. Got your back.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm sorry, honey.
That's the only bone I got.
Okay.
Out of
The only
bones.
one? Yeah,
I go mostly boneless for the most
Oh,
part.
You going boneless? Okay.
Yeah. I don't feel like the need to eat like around the bone. You know, just stuff the meat in your mouth and swallow. That's what I say.
Nah, bone is the best. You gotta chomp on it. You gotta grind your teeth on it. Gotta
I
feel
hate
that
that.
primal instinct.
Teeth.
No.
Nah.
Teeth.
No. Wait, hold on. We have a resident meat expert here. SnoozeWooze.
No, you have to phrase this better. You have to phrase this better, honey.
How do you
Please.
prefer meat in your mouth?
I don't know how to feel about the way that's phrased.
So they're basically a carnivore. So much meat is consumed. How do you prefer it, bone or boneless?
I don't usually eat it with bone. I will admit that portion because I only eat.
It's just so much easier.
It's yeah.
I feel like you guys are missing out on the fun of meat. Like the fun of like eating a rib is like.
I do not find that fun.
Yeah.
There's
yes.
I don't find it fun to try and like.
You don't find it fun when like you bite into a rib and the meat like falls off the bone and.
Are you like a zombie or something? Like
No.
That's a new level of carnivore. I have to keep it to a limit because of how much like steak and stuff I consume per day. And it gets a little suspicious when you start like, oh yeah, no, bone is great. I like the bone marrow. I like bone marrow. Like, it gets a little suspicious after so long.
I like the bone marrow. I just like the way meat comes off the bone.
Then get like pulled pork or get like shredded. Get it kind of like.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
I like pulled pork too.
Pulled pork is so good. I love it so much.
I
and
hate
can't get any good
on meat because there's fat, there's gristle, there's tendon.
Oh.
Like I have to like watch where I'm biting. If I like
you eat
don't,
that
like,
stuff?
I eat the fat.
You eat the
And
fat? It's
not
so
the tendon.
Fat's technically flavor, so it's not. It's not a
fat's
normal-
alright.
You're a texture
Yeah.
eater. You eat the fat.
Yeah.
Just the
like,
texture alone should make you want to like hurl. Like holy cow!
like, do you not eat? Would you not eat a wagyu steak?
It
then,
depends.
I've never had it, and
No,
it's very. From what I heard, it's very
Expensive.
rich.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
because
it's
like,
Well, yeah,
of all
it's
that fat.
It's mostly fat.
Yeah.
I don't know. I prefer more like lean meat personally. Like I'll go for like just like a really cheap cut of meat half the time.
like a skirt steak or something.
Yeah, skirt's pretty good. I go for sirloin. You can get it pretty cheap depending on the cut, where it's cut, what part of the sirloin it is. But yeah, not like a meat expert, but I will say I do like filet mignon. It's a nice in between. I feel like that's a like I think it's worth its cost for sure.
I'm slightly laughing. I'm like, are you saying that to indirectly accuse me? Is that where that's coming
No,
from?
I genuinely like it a lot. It's just I can't get it all the time.
Mhm.
Although I do like my meat medium well.
It is a little cursed, but it's not well done.
See, I
it's
used
not
to only eat well
burnt.
done meat. I used to say, can you
It's
make it
slowly
crispy?
descending. It's
Mhm.
slowly descending.
I just don't like how juicy it can get sometimes. Like medium is like I can handle medium, but it has to be a really nice place that I'm at. Like really, not the Outback Steakhouse. I mean, we're talking like Ruth Chris or something even more fancier than that. Like $100 steaks. I'm not doing medium with an Outback Steakhouse. That's hell no. Because they'll just give it to me raw.
Have you had a bad experience at Outback Steakhouse?
Oh yeah, I have. But do I still go there? You're damn right I do. And you know why?
I always get
Those
medium
bloomin'
rare.
onion.
I hear those are good. I haven't been to an Outback Steakhouse. I think.
Never? Okay,
never
next Punz N
been.
Pals.
House is going to be featured in an
IRL.
Outback Steakhouse.
IRL Outback Steakhouse sponsorship.
Yep.
Gets-
Yep. We're gonna get everyone together.
To
So
me,
get
a
over
normal
here. Get to the
steakhouse
US.
is a- to me, every steakhouse is a Outback Steakhouse.
True. True.
You know what's funny? Apparently the original like Outback Steakhouses like maybe like 20 years ago, the waiters would do this like really fake Australian accent.
Oh no!
Aw.
I've seen a video on it. Like,
Oh,
no.
nobody gets paid enough to do that. Oh,
especially not then. No.
no.
Yeah. No.
Nowadays it's pretty much gone. But yeah. Good day, mates. Welcome to the Outback Steakhouse.
Aw.
Oh no. The thought of that is-
No.
They all just
So that would be such an easy job for you, Soap. You just.
I was gonna say, yeah,
you reckon they do that? They just hire people as Australians?
Maybe. I don't know.
they
would
they
be
have a
pretty
preference
funny.
for hiring you if you're Australian. It's like, yeah, all right, you got the
No,
right.
they do like they do the what's it called? They do like the oh, I don't know what you call it. Where you like get someone's you actually like do the passport thing for them, like the company.
Work
does the
visa?
passport thing for you.
work visa.
Well, and
Yeah,
I guess
but
you can also
like-
do an HPB visa.
It's where the company like sponsors you. I think it's called sponsoring you. They like specifically like try to get you into the country, so like you have like a company like vouching for you, pretty much.
Yeah, I think that's what that's called.
What about if we put you like? What about if we have you in like an office and you're just like chatting to a screen, but that screen is being televised to like a laptop on a Segway scooter or something, and that's you're kind of remoting into every Outback Steakhouse in the nation.
I feel like that would be a really stressful job, you know? Talking to like everyone at every fucking Outback Steakhouse.
Well, I mean, like you take like turns, right? You know.
I was gonna say you could make it even more efficient if you just did one voice recording, put it out at the front. So like when you open like the door and there's like a bell jingle, rather than the bell, it's just the audio recording. And then when you go to check out, same recording plays again, but in goodbye format.
I like this idea. I want to twist
I
it.
bet we get
How about
paid a lot for that.
How about we use Stope as like we get an animatronic version of him, and he like greets you, and then when he
raise
dies,
you.
we can stuff him with the animatronics, and then we can have his corpse actually greeting our customers when I mean, Outback's customers, not our customers. Outback's customers.
But
I don't have a
You
steak
own
in Outback
Outback?
Steakhouse.
but I
Oh my
raised
God.
it.
Cynthia over
raised-
here being the. Sorry.
I miss John Outback.
I was gonna say, I raise you the problem of then you have mascots, so those who can't afford the animatronics will end up getting the servers to wear the mascot.
Oh no!
Yeah, of like, you know, the suits. So if you do end up traumatizing servers if you were to go that route.
I'm okay with that.
You're okay with it?
Cynthia's the purple guy of Outback Steakhouse now.
Yep. Confirmed. Cynthia's purple guy.
Who's purple guy?
The character in FNAF.
The one who murders, long story. In short, the one who murders the children that end up in suits.
Wait,
Where's
what?
this to be when we meet her?
Yeah.
The children die and get what? And put in the suits or something?
You don't know anything about FNAF?
Not even a little bit. I know there's like
Okay, all the
I know Chuck E.
animatronics
Cheese
are like
come alive at night.
children stuffed in suits.
Oh,
Like they're like corpses are stuffed in suits.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
That's
little
why they're
bit
spring
brutal.
locked. Yeah.
I thought it was their souls.
Well, their souls are inhabiting the animatronic. Their body was crushed by it and then taken up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Their actual corpse is in the suit, and then their souls is what like is controlling it.
The entire podcast is playing FNAF, Cynthia.
That's like horrifying. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's a little spooky. Almost like it's a
spooky.
horror game or something. Like a little spook.
I can't do horror that much. I want to, but I just can't. It's just the
Don't-
like suspense really gets to me.
I usually don't play horror games because I get bored.
That's not the same, so.
Like Subnautica would probably
A lot of
be a
them-
good like boundary for me. Anything scarier than Subnautica probably can't do it.
Hmm.
I mean, Subnautica's the
don't-
only horror game to ever shut me down where I just looked at my desk until I died, so.
Oh shit.
I tried
Really?
playing what's it called? I tried playing
I don't know, we'll never know.
Visage. And
Mhm.
everyone was saying how good it was, but I was just like walking around, it was boring as shit. Like
Was that the
It
walking
was so
simulator?
fucking boring.
Oh no, that's
Yeah, that's why I call it a walking simulator. It was just like, but most horror games are like that. Most horror games, you're just kind of like walking through, picking up items, and then bringing item to item location, and that's the whole fucking game, you know?
Mhm.
Trash
Yeah.
and perish along the way.
Sure.
Would you do a horror game on stream, Punz?
Yeah, I actually like weird psychological horror stuff. Like I like those weird RPG Maker horror games like Yumi Nikki and the like. I always think those are super duper cool and interesting. Sadly I can't play those with the arm problems.
Right.
And there was I guess Slay. I don't know if count Slay the Princess as a horror game, but that one I liked a bunch. Yeah, I gotta find more horror games that I can play with just the mouse. But yeah, no, I play horror games on stream. In fact, when I reached my sub goal for my birthday stream, the original goal was to play the Five Nights at Freddy's VR game on stream.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'm gonna eventually get to it at some point, probably.
Don't be like those people, Punz. You gotta go through with your promises.
I know, but there are two problems at the moment. One, I made that goal when I streamed in my room at my parents' place, and I don't currently have the VR set up in like my stream room now when I'm with Siel. She kind of yoinked all my VR stuff, and now it's now it's in the.
Don't you have your own, Siel?
Hmm?
What happened to your VR kit? Oh, did you
Mine?
just take the boxes for additional like tracking?
I took the base stations and I took all his trackers.
Why? Don't you? I thought you had your own. What happened?
Nope.
No, you never. You didn't.
I got an index. You know.
Oh, gotcha. I think the index is on sale right now. Let's see. I know the Steam Deck is, but hold on. Now I know the Index 2 is on its way. I don't know if it's on its way in like 1 to 2 years, but
It's on its way.
yeah. So there were some wireless patents filed by Valve, and
I highly doubt it's just the index, like an upgrade to this. I'm sure it'll be like some AR kit also on top of it.
God, I hope it's
Yeah.
like something to solve the cord. I hate the cord when I'm using the Index. It's like one of my biggest gripes.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I guess it's not on sale,
with
unfortunately.
how popular like the Quest is, I would think that Valve would be like trying to remove the cord, trying to go wireless.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know. VR seems to be here to stay. Today's state of play, half the freaking thing was VR. It was
That's
showcasing
crazy.
VR 2.
That's crazy since a lot of people have been saying like, oh, VR is not ready. Like recently, people have been saying how much. Oh, the state of play happened as well. That's crazy. I didn't look at that. I needed to look at that. Yeah, no, a lot of people have been saying that like there's no reason to get a PSVR because there is no VR games, and no like big companies want to develop AAA VR games. They'll develop like a demo VR game, but that's about it.
Yeah. But there's definitely some kind of VR use still happening on PC. I think VR Chat beat its concurrent user record recently, right?
Yeah. Yep. Like I think it was the weekend before last weekend. There was like they beat their record, but I think they beat their record like 7 days before that as well.
Yeah, it keeps going up. Every week I keep seeing one from Tupper. Like, yep, it's another high traffic week.
That's crazy. I wonder where the influx is coming from.
Same.
I mean, it's just natural growth, I think. But
Well, it was going down for a good bit, wasn't it?
maybe
The
but-
joke was that VRC is finally dying, and then
No.
There's like
Not
ESC
anymore.
and stuff. Yeah. Oh, no.
I mean, I'm glad it's not dying. I think
yeah,
it's
same.
a necessary like thing. for sure.
Yeah, it's easily, if VR chat is still like the best way for a bunch of people, of like not only one just to do cool stuff in VR, two to have medium-sized groups hang out in VR. It's the easiest way to do that, because like almost every other like VR chat-esque game that exists, like they either have like a very small limit or have like performance issues that VR chat doesn't have. And and also a lot of them don't even have like desktop modes either. So if you are like say like a streamer and you want to do a community meetup, of VR chat's a very good place to do it. It's easy to set up, easy to run, and now with like the group system, it's easy to moderate as well. So like,
yeah, that was always something I dreamed of doing, is to have a community meetup with VR chat.
we can still do those.
Can't do it. Just things have been kind of like weird lately. I don't know. Just, I think I haven't really told everybody this, but I quit my job officially this coming Thursday, so 2 more days, and it was just with a really just awful company, and I think it put me in a really bad headspace. I have a new job starting in the middle of October, and I think it'll be a lot better for me being able to do different things I want to do.
Noise. I'm happy because like, you've been job hopping for a bit.
Yeah, no, it's been really crazy. I don't know. I'm still not like banking on this to be a forever job. It's a customer service representative for one of the local what do you call them? Credit union banks. But I'm really hoping like around February or March, some programming positions open up. I've been trying to get a junior developer role for almost at that point it'll be like 2 years. It's such a long time.
Yeah, it's rough right now. It's rough. It's one of the it's because like it's a very, very tough job market now for software devs. A whole bunch of people, we talked about this a few times before, Cynthia.
Yeah.
And, like there's so many grads getting CS degrees, and there's a whole bunch of people who got laid off in the big tech layoffs. What was that? How long was that? Like a year or so ago?
It's been continuing. 2024 has been more layoffs than 2023 and 2022 combined. It's been really rough. Like Intel in this year alone has laid off 40% of its total staff.
Yeah.
40% of Intel. That's not good. But I don't know. I have high hopes. And I got permission to leak this a little bit. We haven't really talked to the public at all, but Snooze and I are going to be moving in together.
Nice.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Right. So we have a place we're working on. They'll be moving into in November, December timeline, and then I'll be coming over in February and March. Just need a little bit extra time to wrap up some personal stuff going on here locally here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm happy for
I
you
feel
too.
I feel like an IT position might open up for you once you're out of your current living situation.
Yeah. So
Yeah, when you're not so suffocated.
for like clarification, I'm here in California, and there's just like nothing here. There's just nothing here, and for me to try to apply it like elsewhere. I've applied to every state in the nation, and I think the recruiters just kind of see where your like base location is, because that metadata is like tracked within like LinkedIn and different stuff. And I think they just throw out your resume, honestly, if it even makes it to their front desk.
I'm assuming it's not like automatically thrown out by an AI or something like that.
Right, exactly. But the location I'm moving to, I'm not going to dox that just yet, but it's actually a decent sized tech hub that's poised to become like the next Seattle in the next 5 to 10 years.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Intel's building a fabricator there, and they just received $3 billion in government grants like a couple of days ago, I believe.
Yeah,
to help facilitate that. So, gonna be interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'll be able to find something there.
Something, and you know, I'm kind of like not so like locked into like programmer role. I'm definitely hoping for like a remote position because that's kind of like where I want to like end up. Just working from home is so nice. Holy shit, it's so nice.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like the job I have now that I'm going to be transitioning into in October, it'll be turning into remote after 4 months. So the goal is that I get the remote work and then I can actually just move across state lines and they shouldn't have a problem. But we'll have to see when that comes.
I know you need to tell them for like tax purposes if you move somewhere because no matter, even if you're working remote, like they have to file your taxes based on the state that your currently residence is in. But like my job, like, they don't care. Like as long as I show up to work at 8 a.m. EST, they don't care where I live.
There's some other like things as well because it's a bank. It's like highly monitored. And there's some state laws that apply to that. So that's where things can get kind of messy. Is that if I move from a California bank to like a different state, how are they going to handle it? Like when I got this job, I signed so many forms and I went through 3 different background checks. Like I've never ever had a job like this. It's really crazy. I was very taken aback, but just cross that bridge when we come to it. That's kind of like my motto so far.
Mm-hmm.
And then packing up all my shit, deciding what to get rid of, what to keep. It's very challenging.
Yep. As someone who has had to move quite a ways, I mean not quite a ways, but
quite a ways, huh? Yeah. Yeah, you want to talk quite a ways, eh?
Hey.
No.
Okay, maybe not as much as Siel had to. But as someone who had to somehow, who had to move into an apartment and had to give it lost a lot of space, if a thing doesn't spark joy, just get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
Just get rid of it. I forgot who said that.
At least you had people to help you move. You know?
I know. I wish I could
He's got
help.
tendencies though. It's like it's really hard, you know.
Yeah, I had angry roommates telling me to fuck off and perish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
What the
Can you move this 150-pound dresser downstairs? I mean, we don't want it here, but we're not gonna help you. Also, yeah, it's move it down the stairs by yourself.
jeez. Don't mark the walls or anything. That's crazy.
I let that bitch bang on every single stair on the way down.
Hell yeah.
Did
I
you
was
have a
petty
deposit?
as fuck. No.
Oh, okay. I would have just left it there. Fuck it. What are they gonna do? Take your deposit?
It was
that
fucked
you don't
up.
have?
I took it out to the curb, right? When they were like, get it out of here. And then apparently the neighbors complained about it. And then he came over to me and was like, hey, could you actually like bring it back? The neighbors complained. I was like, no. You told me to take it out. It's your problem. You want it up here? Take it back. I'm not touching it.
Yeah. Yeah, screw him.
Fuck
Who cares about the fucking relationship with the housemates at that point though as well? Like, you're not fucking going to see them again.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Yep. Thankfully, you don't have to deal with those jerks anymore.
Hopefully, like they fall in a pit and like into a volcano somehow. I don't know. Like the pit opens up and there's like a mini volcano just waiting, biding its time. Do you think those chasms that people fall into? Do you think it's like
sinkholes?
Yeah, sinkholes. Do you think there's like lava underneath that they just Minecraft poof into, or is it kind of just like buried earth?
It's just buried earth.
Yeah, I don't think that's. I think you have to go a little deep, or like you have to be near a volcano for there to be lava under there.
I'd say the only thing that might be like hot would be all the friction caused by the
Imagine you
hole
just fall in
suddenly
the sinkhole in
forming.
your backyard and you're like, oh,
And
lava
it's
pit.
probably
You're
like
I
a
just
muddy,
died,
like
you know?
a muddy slush down there,
be wild.
maybe.
Do you think there's like a subterranean pit of dinosaurs and like sinkhole into it and you fall into this little mini dinosaur world? And do you think the average person would think they're like isekai?
Journey to the center of the earth.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
the movie.
Yeah.
I've actually never seen that movie.
I was just scrolling.
He's making a movie reference without seeing it.
Is that the movie where you
That's
just?
the movie.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I should sue them for stealing my idea.
Well,
How many
Yeah.
years later? How many years later is it?
They're gonna have problems being like, yeah, I came up with this.
Yeah.
Like
clearly-
clearly, 2024. Clearly, you stole it.
Clearly made a time machine, took my idea and went back in the past.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Have you seen people who are like that? Like they say that people stole like their idea, or they'll be like,
So-
"This person's copying me," but then it's like they did it first. Like what?
So sadly, I have. I had a cousin who had a degenerative brain disease, and we didn't know it at the time. But he he thought somebody stole his idea for Twinkies in the zombie that zombie movie, Zombieland.
Zombieland.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was entertaining, but yeah, sad to see. So yeah, I think people when they're not all there, they just like that person stole my idea, but
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not specifically talking about. I was talking about like. I guess it was more that people who like specifically lie about it. Like, did you
Oh,
ever
I
see
see.
the drama about Sniper Wolf or whatever?
SS Sniper Wolf. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
She was like claiming that someone was copying her, even though it was obvious that she was copying that person.
Oh.
And it was like, it was so weird. She could lie to her like community and be like, "Oh, this person's copying me," but then if you looked at her like videos, or you looked at like all the evidence, it was like she'd like did a house tour in the exact same dress that this other YouTuber did a house tour in, and like fucking it's just really weird. It's so weird.
Can't say I have. When I see Sniper Wolf, I try to just not click
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, I like to watch drama videos. Because like if it's YouTubers I don't have any investment in, it's like, yeah, I don't care. I think it's fun. I think it's fun to watch people burn if they're terrible people.
Soap would be showing up to like the medieval pyre, like burn the witch, be like, I have
Oh,
no
yeah.
investment in you.
Yes, 100%.
Eating popcorn. So what are they burning for?
So would be out there throwing the
Crunch,
stones
crunch,
at the
crunch.
stone.
I'd be cheering on
being
the
a witch.
executioner.
Yeah. Yeah, Abraham Executioner. Yeah.
No, I mean
He's got his foam
yesterday.
finger on. Number one executioner, you know.
Uh huh.
Yesterday I saw a
Was there
video.
execution yesterday? Oh.
Yesterday I saw a video in my recommended that was about someone faking like Tourette's on like TikTok to get money. So I watched that and I was like, holy shit, what the fuck? Like, why would you fake having Tourette's to get money? I mean, I get it like in the like way that, oh, you can get money from it, but I don't get it in the way that that's so fucking scummy. Like,
Yeah.
There's worse things you could be faking, but like.
yeah,
well.
but it's like so like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Faking mental conditions is so like,
Yeah.
What about Boogie, whatever his name is, saying that he faked the cancer thing?
Mhm.
oh, did he actually admit to faking it?
Yeah.
I don't recall if he ever admitted, because I remember him being like so adamant that it was real, but like giving no evidence. He's like, I'm just not going to give you evidence. But it was like so obvious that it wasn't real. But
He literally was talking about it at some point, like he was
Oh, yeah,
making
the
fun of the
expert
people that supported him for it or some shit. Like it was weird.
yeah, faking any sort of like mental or like physical condition, like, is just
Mhm.
I don't know. It's just wrong.
Yeah, that's fucked up. And it just makes people who have actual conditions like me look bad, dumb.
Yeah, I mean that's just like one event in a long series of unfortunate things that particular not streamer but YouTuber has done. It's just at some point it's kind of like Keemstar. You kind of just need to put them under the rug and forget about them, because like just bring them out is just like perpetuating the cycle of just having them in the news. Just
God, I haven't thought Keemstar forever. Holy fuck.
yeah. Sorry to bring him up, but he's in Boogie and Keemstar are now kind of together in that category. And I think the sad thing about Boogie is that a lot of people were like initially rooting for him, but he kind of took goodwill and just took advantage of it.
Because he was
that's
like
the kind of
classic
person he is.
YouTube, and originally he was like, his shit wasn't like super negative, but then it became super negative, so it's like,
Yeah, I remember watching him back in the day when I was in like high school. Like he was like I used to like his stuff, and now he's just like doing these like weird grifts or just being like really negative and I don't know. What
There was that
happened
weird documentary that he like for some reason agreed to, and I don't know why, because it made him look so bad. But it just talked about how he took like all like funds that he would raise for different things to help him out, and he would go like spend it on an escort and take him to Disneyland
and crypto and shit like that.
Yeah, it's just really crazy.
And then
they were like doing the thing where they were gonna get him a job, and he's like intentionally like saying like stupid shit like so they won't get a job. And it's like he wouldn't actually say this if he were trying to get a job. Like, and he's like, well, shouldn't I be honest? And it's like, no, you don't even.
No, you
honest.
lie.
That's like, I
don't know. Yeah, I don't. Only thing you can do for these kind of people is just kind of not read them up and let them die out like social media wise until they have to actually do stuff. I guess. Yeah,
they just die out too.
That's me trying to get a job.
I think job interviews are kind of toxic. I think you should honestly, or it should be standard practice to be honest. Like, good question is like, why are you here? I think for like a lower lower level entry that has no skill or requirement, like retail work especially, I need a paycheck. I think that should be an acceptable answer. You should not have to lie about how much you just want to work at like X and X, just basic Fortune 100 retail. Like who is like really living to like go work at the. For example, I'm not gonna.
I get it if it's a job that requires a lot of passion, but if it's something that's like
the local grocer or like dollar store or Toys R Us.
I need a part-time job. I need the summer job. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, that should be an acceptable answer. But no, you're expected to pretend like this is like your career. Your career is going to be at that retail store, and it's just like, for some people it is. Some people they work up the chain, but for 99% of the people, they're going to be working there for a period of time, and there'll be turnover. And the interview knows that. The interviewer or the interviewee knows that. Like, why are we even putting up a front? It's just really strange.
I think if the interviewer was actually trying to sort and look for people, they have to ask better questions. Like, I think one of them that I got nailed with was kind of how do you handle problematic things, or how do you handle a problem? And seeing how people react to that answer kind of makes or breaks you. I think those questions would be interesting to be asked during an interview for like beginner entry, because then you can sift through, okay, this is going to be somebody who can handle coworkers and versus people who are
You're a little
just
quiet,
kind of,
Snooze.
Oh, am I? Am I?
Eat the mic,
to eat my
honey.
neck.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Yeah, that's better.
Sorry.
Or Punz could just turn you up,
Oh no, she's at 200%. And she's still quiet.
Oh God. Sorry.
Yeah. You're fine. You're fine. Don't worry.
It's reflective. Yeah, I was gonna say for interviewers, I think it would be best, especially with they already know that you're not gonna last a while. At least just ask more order entry, questions like, hey, how do you handle problems? Hey, how do you do XYZ of social interactions, of interacting with your coworkers, because at least you'll be able to pick better people there and have a better work environment than, hi, how would you like to make this your career? Like, you know.
And I think some of those questions too, I don't even think they need to be asked, because either you'd have somebody have a like prep an answer, which is what happens half the time, or they just lie on the spot. Well, a lot of those questions you'll just see in that person the first 2 weeks of hire, you know, and that's why what they call it, probation. I think that's why probation's a good thing, because you can genuinely see somebody after the interview.
The problem is with probation period is they never offboard you. They were like, oh, we're on a skeleton crew, we need people, and rather than going through the trouble of hiring, they keep you off of probation, and then you're stuck there with somebody who isn't, you know, a decent worker. So why try out probation period when you can just, you know, ask better questions on the spot, even though, you know, you can tell when they lie. They're not very good liars usually.
I'm a great liar, I'll have you know. I lie all the time. I'm lying about lying.
Are you lying right now?
Is the lie in the room with us?
I don't think I'm a good liar.
No, you're not.
What the?
I don't think you lie that often, to be honest with you.
I don't think I do typically. I do try to be.
Not that
single
you
day.
know of.
Every single day.
What the?
Punz has really easy tells, like really, really easy.
What the? What do you mean?
Snooze just met him,
the ones where
and they.
Punz doesn't know they're lying, you know.
Like.
I'm trying to think of a specific example, like the
Assembly
ones
bot
where
can't
like
lie
Siel's
anyway in their
like,
programming.
see,
What
I
the-
told you, and then you're like, no, that didn't happen, but it like did happen. You're just lying to yourself that it didn't happen.
We were talking about something like that last week, right? I forgot what it was. I forgot what it was. But that wasn't me lying. That would just be legitimately forgetting.
I think it is lying at that point,
No.
you know?
No.
If everyone tells you it happened and you say it didn't happen, I think that's kind of lying, you know?
I said it didn't happen. I said I don't remember it. That's different. That's different.
No, you've definitely gone, it didn't happen, it didn't happen.
No, it didn't happen.
I think you said something and we all heard it and you were like, no, that didn't happen.
like I said something, like I tried to say something and then it just didn't come out right. But like in my brain, I was just like, yeah, I said this.
Or you forgot a word and you're like, well, I was like, well, no, you definitely didn't say that word. You're like, no, I said that word. I'm like, no, you didn't. Everyone else is like, no, you didn't say that word.
Okay,
Three
but
of us didn't hear it.
Okay, but that's not a lie at that point. That's just me saying
I mean,
what
it is
I thought I
lying, you're
heard.
saying it didn't.
No, it's not. It's not. Me lying is when I knowingly omit
Hoping
information.
right now.
If I
Holy.
forget something and I say it, I'm not lying.
Now you're coping.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Okay, Keo, calm down, man.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Gremlin.
No. No.
Yeah.
I'm not gremlin. No. I am a.
Yeah.
I am.
What are you? You gonna do that better?
I'm trying to think of the opposite of a gremlin. I am clean.
That would be lying.
No.
Man, Punz, you're such a good
See?
liar.
You're such a
No.
great
I
liar.
couldn't even tell you were lying.
No.
No, I'm not lying. I am a clean gentleman.
Wait, what?
Well, why did we bring cleanliness into this? Huh?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of the option of aggressive.
Why?
Go take a shower, stinky VTuber. Go get in the shower.
What the? I showered recently, I think.
Wait,
Okay,
what?
I'm gonna have
What was that last bit?
So recently that you can't remember.
I know.
I showered Monday. No, Sunday.
Last Monday?
What the fuck?
Wait, what's today? Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Yeah.
I think that's
Tuesday.
acceptable. If you
Yeah.
if you spend all day
No.
indoors
Last Sunday?
with
No,
all
not
day
last
indoors
Sunday.
with AC.
This-
Not last Sunday. This Sunday.
2 days
This
ago.
last Sunday.
2 days ago, I
3
showered.
days ago. I think 3 days is like the max,
Yeah.
personally. If you like work out or do any sweating, shower. Just go straight to shower.
Yeah.
You know.
Of course.
But I think 3 days max. With no like exercising, just being a bum on your computer chair. I think that's fine.
I'm
I
not
don't
a
know.
bum.
That's a big copium.
What do
That's
you mean?
lying right
I'm,
there. That's lying right there.
I'm literally not a bum. I have a job. I'm not a bum.
Do you want to
job.
talk about? Do you want me to talk about your job for a bit, Punz? Unless if it's changed since we last talked about it.
It has-
Because you have
Press
the.
Control C, Control V.
No.
Ah, yes, I'll approve this push. Oh man, what a hard day of working at the coding factory.
No,
Yes.
no.
I'm gonna go pass out for 12 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
No. Okay. First off, I can't nap like I used to because I have my computer in a separate
Yeah, no.
room than my bed.
You used to just nap on the job.
Yes, he would. He would
Yeah.
play games on the job too.
He still does that.
No,
Oh,
no.
that's actually true. What were you playing during work hours? Oh, it was. Yeah, that's right. I went to go look at your stream because I wanted to watch you play balloons. Freaking, you weren't streaming. You were working, sorta.
I just wanted to play balloons. I wanted to play balloons. What the heck? But no, it has gotten a little busier as of late, unfortunately. I've had to like delay. They've been making me show up to production validation as of late for like on like Mondays and Thursdays. So I've had to like log into my computer and validate my changes when they're
Damn, 2
deployed to
days a
production.
week. So I'm sorry to hear
Yeah,
that.
man who has
Man.
salary job. No, they're making me work off hours. No.
Yeah, they're not supposed to do that. Not all salary jobs make you work all hours.
Salary means you are on call whenever the fuck they want you to be.
Yeah, and most jobs don't actually do that though.
You know what, dude?
false.
Actually, When I'm
False
thinking about
salary.
it,
They use their salary workers for sure.
Mm.
They're paying you for like a fixed wage for all year for you to do your job. Yeah, they're making you do your job whatever the fuck they want to.
What the heck?
You signed up for the salary job. You went, that's okay. And now you're going, no, I didn't understand it.
No, it's fine when it works to my advantage. This
Yeah.
only works when it's advantageous for me. But yeah, it's not the biggest big though, because usually I have to just sit around in a Zoom call waiting to validate my changes, and it takes like 30 minutes. But it's annoying as a streamer because it means I can't stream during that, and I might have to actually do stuff. So like it. And of course, it's usually at like 8 or 8:30, which is when my streams start. So, yeah, it's mildly annoying, but yeah, work has been busier. I think there's like another bunch of layoffs recently, and now they're trying to rehire again, and so there's a lot of work going around.
Ears perk up, eyes bulge. Got my hand on my resume. Did somebody say rehiring?
Rehiring.
If I hear anything, I'll let you know, because like
They're probably not asking for my role. They're probably asking for staff or seniors. That's kind of what is going around.
yeah.
They want seniors at like staff level pay, which is like really insulting.
Yeah, they want they don't want any juniors. They want seniors who will like just
Pretend to work. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I don't think you're a senior, Punz. You're staff level, aren't you?
yeah.
You're like staff maybe level 2 by now.
I don't know. I've been I don't know how is 4 years enough to call myself a senior or
Oh no, not
No.
even. Not even
Mm-mm.
close.
No.
yeah.
Senior is like 8 to 10.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're not old yet.
No. I'm not old yet. I'm only.
You're a
26.
hack. You're a hack VTuber.
Hack.
We've already been over this.
No.
Oh, yeah, but like
It's
in
been
the
clipped.
terms of femboys, yeah, no, you're a hag. In the terms of coding, nah, you're bad, baby.
What the?
Maybe.
What the? I'm not a hack. I'm not. See that guy? I
No.
said the line. I said the line. I said the thing.
What does this do again?
Mhm.
I don't know. It just says what.
No, it goes.
Give it a second.
Oh, I see. Oh, I should have saved that. I wasted the what. Is there?
The
Is
thing
there?
is, that never gets used because it's literally impossible at the time.
Yeah, which sucks. But
Is there no way to make it happen faster?
no, because
That's
it's
pretty quick. Stream delay is what, 2 to 3 seconds?
yeah, because it just plays a MP4 video as soon as it receives the redeem. So there's no way to speed it up on my end. It's just instant.
Huh. Okay.
Bold mode. Bold mode. All right, I'll become bald. Give me a
How are you gonna get?
second.
You got a bald PNG?
No. I'm
Oh shit!
I'm
Are we bringing out
out
the live TD?
YouTuber. I'm bringing out the live TD.
I'm bringing Seal as well then.
What the?
Double Seal.
Montana
Yeah,
Wilds
buddy.
releases on the 28th of February. Woo!
Yeah.
You were right. Yeah, no, it's pretty sick. I lost my shit when I saw that.
Was that at the state of play?
Yeah, that was on the
they
state of
had a new
play.
trailer. They showed some new monsters.
I started skimming through the state of play. The first thing that caught my attention was Metro VR. That should be good, hopefully.
You should still play Into the Radius.
I mean, Metro's not
I
exactly
know.
like Stalker. I mean, the similarities come with the fact that they're Russian and post-apocalyptic, I guess. But Stalker's only post-apocalyptic in the zone. Oh, and I guess they're radiation-based, but that's just comes with being Russian, right?
Here we go.
Are you saying radiation is just Russian?
Yeah, I guess so. It's just
It
a
doesn't exist anywhere
staple
else.
of. It's a staple of what's it called? Of.
Wasn't that more Japan
USSR?
now? I guess. Didn't they have the worst, like the worst incident with radiation?
Hey, don't.
Uh,
I have no
no,
clue.
because Chernobyl sort of still is really, really bad.
Didn't they have
No,
like,
but I think-
tsunami hit
okay,
the,
yeah,
like, reactor?
But
Like,
Fukushima was definitely a lot more casualties.
Yeah, but in terms of radiation, like Chernobyl's the the like you know,
Yeah,
the poster child or whatever. right?
Fukushima.
Like,
I'm pretty sure you can live in now, right?
yes,
Parts of it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Chernobyl you still can't.
I mean, you can, but Chernobyl
People
you
that
can.
visit,
Not
people
not,
that visit there still have to wear the
uh,
radiation suits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Chernobyl you can live in though. The reactor is quite a distance away from Chernobyl. What else? I don't think you can. No one lives in Pripyat though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, who the fuck would live there? Like, holy shit!
There's
I
some
mean-
there's
Have
some
you seen the
places in
mutants
Vic-
there?
No, but like actually, the fucking place is like so run down at this point that there'd be no reason to revive the place, especially with the risk of radiation.
Risk of Radiation, my favorite roguelike RPG.
I could see some like dystopian thing happening where lower cost of living, and then they just build houses there. Like, oh, there's some side effects of radiation, but you know.
I mean, yeah, but they could literally build it in like any of the areas near there, right?
Potentially. If it's not already
50,000
claimed.
people used to live here. Now it's a ghost
It's
town.
just that it would be. It's just that there would also be the demolition costs and shit. Because I don't think you could like at this point. I think it's too far gone that you can't like. You wouldn't be able to.
Make a company where you do like larger scale
Renovate
rage
buildings.
rooms, right?
Well,
And like it's just like you breaking down a house. Like you make people pay to break down a house.
I don't think people would want to do that.
the
it's
thing
like
is,
it's like a it's now like a what's it called? A historic location.
so
they couldn't-
the problem with radiation is, right, is even places now that people say, oh, they're inhabitable now, they aren't inhabitable because anything that's lead or any certain type of metal, any asbestos and all that is now super radioactive, and it'll hold on to it forever. Lead holds on to radiation like crazy.
Yeah, just don't lick the lead.
You don't
That's
lick
like
it. Doesn't matter. You just need to be within. You just need to be within
Licking.
10 meters of it, and you'll start getting radiation poisoning.
Mm.
Spend a couple of hours near it, and that's it. You're screwed.
So you can't stop me from licking the lead.
But yeah, it's
Lick the lead.
unfortunately it's like even the places that no longer have radiation sort of still do have radiation because of all the metals and shit that love absorbing it.
Aren't there like
Yeah, I-
very interesting like animal species that live in Chernobyl? Like there are like animals that are like adapted to
There's
the
a
radiation.
catfish that's super radioactive. That's pretty big. There's a few foxes that I believe that are are a bit radioactive, but they're pretty normal. They don't really have anything wrong with them. A few fish species and all that. I don't know about birds though. I think birds would be pretty fucked by radiation, so I don't know if like any of the bird species there are, or if they're like migrating there from somewhere else every now and then, so they wouldn't really get the radiation.
Are there like mushrooms that absorb radiation that live in Chernobyl now? Radiation.
Honey, can we visit Chernobyl?
I think
Um,
certain like puffball mushrooms might. I'm not sure what type of mushroom would.
Yeah, there are apparently many fungi have been isolated from an area around the Detroit Chernobyl reactor power plant, some of which have been observed directing the growth of hyphae toward radioactive graphite from the disaster.
Okay.
Hmm.
Oh, you know what? Maybe it just like grows with from the graphite or whatever. and
Yeah,
then-
it grows
yeah.
from radiosynthesis. Apparently, there's a
yeah. Okay.
PD article on it, putting in the pop-up chat.
Well, we'll see. The thing is like
Hey,
a lot
mushrooms
of
are crazy.
Yeah.
a lot of plants have some sort of radiosynthesis because the sun is also a little radioactive or whatever, right? Like some of its rays,
Mm-hmm.
just a very, very minute amount, and that's sort of the same amount that's sort of the same rays that cause skin cancer, I believe.
Isn't it the UV rays from the sun that causes skin cancer?
Yeah, but the rays are all mixed together. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I forgot to go bald.
We forgot to go bald. He's going bald.
I'm going bald mode. I'm going egg mode. I'm locking in.
Oh damn!
egg mode, tons of egg.
I still think it's like so cursed that you're bald, but your ears still have fur.
Oh, that was my decision. I was talking to Mook when we were making this. And I was like, oh, you know what would be extra cursed if I kept the ears. because they're like my ears. She was like, yes, yes.
Now you look like those clowns that like have the bald top of their head but like the fluffy side hair, you know?
Oh yeah, I guess so.
He is a clown, so.
What the? No.
I thought-
Do you want to talk
No.
about your Intel stocks or like?
No.
No, those are actually up now.
They're a bit up.
$23, I think.
See,
22.
honey, I'm
He's
telling
still-
you.
He is still down on his Intel stocks. I'll tell you that right now.
You bought
Yeah.
in at. I thought you bought in at $20.
No, I started buying before that.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a while. It might be like a year or two. It really depends on how Intel handles this like huge
Here I
fumble
am.
they got.
Here
Oh,
I
yeah.
am with like 1,000 stocks in Dogecoin
One day.
because
One day.
I had $20 and I was like, fuck it, why not?
Yeah, I don't.
think
I
it
don't
went up.
know.
Who has the stress? Who has the?
I bought it when it
the-
was really low. I'm actually making money now, but it's only like $10.
$10. Let's go.
$10.
Yeah,
$10.
so I'm gonna wait.
Yeah.
It was up to $80. It was up to $80 like a few weeks ago. Like I could make $80 off it. I was like, ooh, hold on.
That's one meal at McDonald's.
$80. What
In
are you getting at
Australia, I don't know. I don't know.
Hmm. Yeah.
I'm sad. Monsanto Wilds is $105 for just the normal version.
Yeah,
It's
you
not
guys
coming up
got,
till February, so like.
Our pricing for games has been so fucked recently. Like they haven't got a consistent number for us anymore.
Well,
It
the
used to
stupid
be
thing
like
is they're
consistent number
charging
was
more
80.
because we're overseas, right? And it's like, but it's a digital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is like it's to do with like the.
It's bullshit.
Paying more for overseas for us is more like, oh, it's not going to be in USD, so they're going to convert it to USD or whatever the fuck their currency is.
And then we pay for the conversion, even though we
Yeah,
shouldn't.
but then there's also the thing that our tax is actually included in the price. Apparently in the US they don't include tax in the actual price
Nope.
of things.
Nope.
So it seems more expensive here because we're also paying the tax in the actual price.
But yeah, it's not great.
So true, honey.
What
I
the? I muted.
Anyone,
yeah.
anyone want to buy a little gremlin? What's that? Oh,
Please,
Put it on your
Sooky
throne.
needs the crypto. Sooky needs the crypto.
I can't use Throne for that stuff.
Not even like Steam gift cards.
No, because then I can't transfer the money out because it comes through this other shitty thing that gives the money out.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I have really
can't be bothered setting up.
strong thoughts about Throne, but
Yeah. I don't know. I can talk
Okay.
about it if you want, because like you've given me the spiel before.
yeah, I don't know how it works nowadays, but man, it's a scam. It's a really big scam, and not just for the gifties, but not for the gifters, but the gifties as well. I remember when I was using it, and a lot of the prices weren't matching up. I knew there was like a surcharge fee, and like they would like have a percentage over how much it would actually cost to cover like shipping and stuff like that. But that fee that they list on like how much like your viewers are like being charged isn't correct. The viewers are actually getting charged a lot more. In some cases, it was a full 100% over market price. It was really shady. Other stuff
Yeah.
like crowdfunding, like I think it's changed a little bit now, but initially, like once funds are in crowdfunding, they can't be withdrawn and they can't be transferred out to anything else. They will stay there until the item is crowdfunded, regardless if the original price for the item like stays the same or it fluctuates. So that was, and I had to go through Throne support to like resolve that, and that took like 2 levels of representatives just to get to somebody. It was
Yeah. I had an issue where someone someone bought me a specific machine. They didn't have the stock, and they refunded like 2/3 of the money back to me.
Just
So,
2/3?
Yeah, just 2/3.
Mm.
Wow.
They didn't give me the whole amount.
Damn.
And those were thrown bucks, right? They weren't. It was not deposited into your like whatever
It was
checking
thrown
account.
bucks. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to spend it on Throne or through
Yeah.
Throne related services.
Yeah, I would have used it again if once they got stock of that specific thing, but yeah, I couldn't.
So I know some people have like crowdfunding for like a PC, right? Like a desktop PC, and it's like multiple thousands of dollars.
I think so. Yeah.
And what happens if that PC like goes out of stock or that retailer doesn't stock it? Well, if it's through Amazon, it goes to the next best seller. But sometimes those sellers, for whatever reason, they'll charge like an extra 1,000 or 2,000 more randomly, even for like normal goods. And suddenly that price is locked in for that crowdfunding. And yeah, they wouldn't when I was trying to get my issue resolved, they wouldn't refund. Because I wanted just to be done with Throne. I was looking again. I wanted, you have the payment information, just refund it back to this person, and they just wouldn't do it. So just had it. Unfortunately, I refunded the person myself and just kind of ate the loss and deactivated my Throne and just made this huge like shit post about it. And I think I got blocked via Throne or something. I don't know. But yeah, I always try to just advocate for not using Throne. But unfortunately, there's not a lot of other services that are kind of similar. The next one would be Amazon gift list, but that can be exploited to reveal your actual information as well. So that's kind of, it's not as good. I don't know. That would be like a dream project of mine, is making a Throne service, but it doesn't cost the creator anything.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. What were you gonna say?
The only thing I'd say Throne is okay for is like the real cheap little stuff, like the stuff that's below $100.
Yeah, I agree.
Because then when something bad, something does happen where it's like, oh fuck, it's like it's not that big of a hit. But like, for me, for instance, like I can't afford a lot. Like it's just like any way possible that people can help out, like it is nice. So Throne's sort of like that bit where people can help out. And yeah, because I don't know how to do Amazon wish list. I don't know how to do it without doxing myself. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like so much like doxing yourself. It's just more like if the item that you put on the Amazon wish list is through a third-party vendor, the person who bought you that gift, they can call that vendor, and the vendor has been known to give out your information. Like they'll call, like, oh, I'm trying to reach this person. I think I got the address wrong. Could you give me this? Can we verify the address? And they'll just give out your information. It's just really super shady. But if you do like Amazon like direct seller, that'll never ever happen. But yeah, I totally understand that. What I found is because from my viewpoint, they're not only cheating the person who's buying you gifts, but they're cheating you out of your own funds. My version of Throne would be having like all the cool stuff, right? Like the person can gift you money via like Twitch or PayPal or whatever, and it can go towards a certain goal, and then that goal would be posted in like, well, I guess not Twitter anymore because there's no API. There's no API access on Twitter without paying like tens of thousands of dollars. But
I guess Blue Sky would be your next option, no?
If Blue Sky has API access, I'm still looking into it. Me and Snooze literally just made accounts last night because
I've been thinking about jumping over to Blue Sky, but
I would start now because Twitter's we've all been saying it's kind of like headed towards like an unusable state, but I truly believe with the unblock feature that will be the final nail in the coffin. I think everybody will just like transfer over.
It's so dumb that they're thinking of I think
I don't even understand like the thought process. Like, they should have like a.
We love harassment,
If they
so we're
didn't-
gonna let you be harassed.
If they didn't want that to be a feature, if they don't want that to be a feature, why not implement another thing besides the block? Add a feature where you can block people that doesn't actually block people, I guess.
Well, that's what a
I
mute
see.
button is. That's what the mute.
Yeah.
Exactly.
pretty
Like,
much.
why did they turn the block into a mute button? Like, if they already have a mute button, why do they need to get rid of the block then?
I think Elon's the most blocked person on the platform, and he was found out about it.
Yeah,
like,
he's got
this
too much of an
can't be
ego.
said.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of Twitter's problems are Elon's ego. You know, I think he'd rather see it burnt to the ground than like actually try to actively grow it and turn it into a viable business. And I think that's the biggest problem is that you have somebody who has more wealth than most like nations in the world, and when somebody's that like wealthy and powerful, they can just take a service like Twitter and just write it off. You know.
Yeah. I definitely liked Twitter before
So-
when replies were monetized and every single comment
yeah.
section wasn't just filled with unrelated
Only
memes
fans.
or
Blue
links or
Sky
whatever.
just looks like Twitter.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
very similar.
That's the-
There
I mean, it's
are a
made by the
few
same
differences.
CEO. I know it's made by the same CEO who originally had Twitter, but like,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, it looks very similar. There were a couple things I did that noticed that were like a little different, like the
In
search
a good way or a
algorithms.
bad way?
A little bit of both. Like
Okay.
it's kind of like you can't see other people's likes. That's something that I wish Blue Sky had, but it doesn't. You can't see other people's likes on Blue Sky, but it's no different than Twitter now, so it doesn't really change anything.
Yeah.
There were some other things like I felt like the search, like the recommended search algorithm wasn't as good to show up on your feed, but it could be
Yeah,
like
well,
it's still.
that's-
I literally just made the
yeah.
count last night. It could.
Yeah,
just,
that's
I'm
what I was
just
gonna
gonna give
say.
it
It
time.
could just be like
Exactly.
Yeah. Because
I will say with what?
I was just gonna say I just want to see more art, and I just need to like more art and follow more artists,
Yeah.
basically. But what were you
Totally.
gonna say, Snoozle?
I was gonna say with Blue Sky, when the Brazil ban had hit Twitter, that's where all the that's where everyone with Brazil went to Blue Sky. So most of my feed is in Portuguese. That's the only thing. I was like, oh, I'm like everything's in Portuguese, and usually I'm able to at least skim through it and read a teeny tiny bit, but because it's not really Spanish, it's like, oh, this is interesting. I can't read this. That is unfortunate. I will be taking up a sign language.
Yeah, that's I guess that's good for Blue Sky then, that they got all that traffic from Elon
Didn't-
being weird with so.
Didn't Elon go back on that?
Oh yeah, he did.
Didn't he?
He banned those accounts anyway. Just a few days ago, even he threw a big fit over like, we can't ban these accounts, even though we ban accounts for like India and other governments all the time that the government requests us to ban all the time. And then Brazil removed Twitter, and then eventually he just complied anyway and deleted those accounts, and now I think it's coming back soon, if not already. But yeah, no, he just complied anyway.
I just don't know if it's salvageable. I was watching a little bit of Devin Nash's video on the reflection of Twitter, and he said in there, and I obviously can't trust it because it wasn't shown a source, but an independent reviewer went through it and found that 60% of engagements on Twitter were bot driven, and I think
believe
when
it.
you have such a high number like that, I don't think your platform's usable for social media. It's just, yeah, I just think it's time to go. So, and then other things been happening weird, like, you know, how Twitch had that bit issue. I think, did we talk about that here?
No, we haven't
I did.
had the chance to talk about that yet.
But I think it's a good indication that we should not have all our eggs in the same basket. We should definitely diversify as much as possible because these platforms are not too big to fail. and
Yep.
Twitch and Twitter have been showing that more and more recently. So
Yep.
you know, like Punch, you're on YouTube right now, right?
Yep, this is
Yeah.
being streamed to the Punz N Palz
Oh, it's
YouTube
still
channel right now.
streamed.
Yep, it's both streamed.
I have a
what
blue
happened
sky
to-
now. Woo!
Hang on, what happened to Elon Musk stepping down? Didn't he say he was going to stick by a poll that he did where he said he was going to step down? What happened to
It's
that?
Elon Musk. Do you think he's ever going to like?
But he's like,
tell the
I
truth.
will follow this poll.
Well, I mean, like
No, I can...
he did hire somebody else, but I mean, you can
Oh,
hire
Still
somebody like a
oversees-
figurehead.
Yeah,
you know?
he still oversees a lot of the decisions. Like he's still basically
Yeah.
in control.
He's not
Yeah.
even a figurehead. He's still like just in control.
right.
It's just he's not officially the CEO. That's so stupid.
But that actually happens a lot, you know. It's just like one of those things you have to. I don't know. There's no
They
good
said-
answer
yeah.
for it.
It's like when there's a scandal with the CEO, the CEO quote unquote stands down. You know, sometimes, and like in reality, they're still in a very high position of power, and they're just not very public with it.
Mm-hmm.
We're not stupid, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, that's
I
one of
just-
the reasons. Oh, sorry. You can say what
No,
you
go
want.
ahead. No,
Uh, I was gonna talk about me deciding to stream multi-stream to YouTube. So hi Racy Kicks, hi. But yeah, that was one of the reasons why I wanted to multi-stream to YouTube. Well, one of the reasons, obviously, like I want to reach new audiences. I want to reach a greater audience than just everyone on Twitch. And also to not have my eggs in one basket. But also, it's nice that on YouTube, the lives are saved as normal videos once you're done with them. So I basically don't have to like re-upload VODs afterwards when I stream. It's super duper convenient.
Didn't I
All the
tell you that?
VODs.
Oh my god, that just
Son-
triggered a memory.
Mhm.
I have such a huge bone to pick with you, Puns. Like, remember when I was saying we were boneless earlier? Suddenly, this is a main
bonus.
rib bone. It got stuck in my throat, and I didn't realize it till I coughed just
Wait.
now, and I'm so angry with you.
One
Wait,
second, before you rip them apart, wasn't I the one that suggested to stream on YouTube that way you'd have the VODs saved?
I don't
I'm
think
pretty
you
sure I
were.
was. I'm pretty sure I was.
I don't think you were.
I'm pretty sure I was. Now I have a bone to pick with you. Holy fuck.
Yeah, let's all
What
pick.
the-
We'll all pick bones, or Puns' bone together. Let's go.
What
Let's do
the?
this.
What the? Does everyone have a bone to pick with me now?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sooky, Soap, do you have bones to pick with me?
I like bones.
I guess so.
Not the same bones. You're not the same bones.
Okay, I'll take everyone's bones one at a time.
Snoozle, do you have a bone for Puns right now?
I do not currently. Punz is safe.
What about all the art that we keep seeing of him everywhere?
I think that's boiled up on. I think you can take that. You've been
You
seeing.
want me
it
to
longer
double
than I
bone
have.
Puns right now?
What? Double voting.
I think,
I guess I,
I
can
think
take it, maybe.
but I think you have been seeing it longer than I've been around.
True.
Okay. Let's do these bones
Alright,
one at a time.
Siel, you're the girlfriend. You have girlfriend rights. Do you want to take Puns' bone first, or?
Yeah. I can take first the jab, you know? It's why is it like when I give you a good idea, then you just turn around and then suddenly you forget that I'm the one that suggested it. Yeah?
I do not remember this. I do not remember you telling me Puns you should stream on YouTube.
I was like, I'm pretty sure if you streamed on YouTube at the same time, it would have like VODs. Then you wouldn't have to upload because you were spending a good time uploading them and downloading them.
I don't think so, because I don't think I complained about the VODs.
I
may
actually
complain about
remember
editing.
this. I actually remember something like this being said. Yes.
Wait, when?
Yeah.
Do you remember when? Was this on stream?
It was a.
Why does it matter when?
It was basically still when the
You
podcast
have the
was a little-
receipts.
was a little new.
I want receipts. I want receipts.
Yeah. It was
Just be
when the
like, "Ah,
podcast
shit."
was still like, it wasn't brand new, but it was still fairly new, you know?
Okay.
Because you were talking about that you wanted to like, oh, I want to record these and upload them up on YouTube, yada yada. And then I remember CL saying like, you could just multi-stream to YouTube and that way the VOD will be saved, like.
True.
Something along those lines.
Okay, but that was like months before I decided to multi-stream. I
Yes,
don't think
but
that
CL
counts.
still said it. This is what it's all about. Is CL still said it?
Okay, fine, CL.
I'm never giving credit, like ever.
What
Like,
do you mean you're never giving credit?
grrr.
I give credit for you wanting to play. The suggestion we do World or Myth. Wait, no, did I? I think did you suggest we do World or Myth? I forgot.
No, taking credit away from that.
No.
That's so
Her
funny.
the ability to take credit for it. I'm giving her the ability to take credit for it to insert false memories into my head, and she's like,
Oh
no.
my
Wow. To enter false memories. By the way, was the
Oh
word.
my god.
Okay, did I? Okay.
Never beating the allegations.
No.
Holy.
All right, someone else can take the bone. You know.
Yeah, so now I have 3 bones. A bone
Oh, no.
developed in between you boning. Anyway,
Mine developed.
so
That's-
the new bone Punz, I sent you a DM on Discord, but you're actually not live on YouTube right now. I want to go check.
I'm not. Well,
No,
I'm live
you're
on
not.
the Punz N Palz YouTube channel.
Oh, wait. Oh, there's a separate. Okay.
Yes.
See, I did not know there's a whole YouTube channel for that.
Yes, all the Punz N Palz content is on the separate YouTube channel.
Is it in your link tree? No.
Uh,
Where can you access the Punz N Palz YouTube channel?
it should be able to
For his own mischievous uses, you know.
podcast. There we go!
Some more.
Exclamation point podcast.
So
Yeah,
they
We're on
come.
Spotify as well.
So they have to come to Twitch to get access to the YouTube link.
Okay. Look, I haven't. Isn't that supposed to be automated? I thought I set that to be automated. I gotta work on the stream elements. This.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure that
Uh-huh.
I had a bot command to do that.
Damn, that title is so cursed. I don't even know where to begin.
But
What's the title?
The title's directing to an account I don't use anymore, and SnoozeWooze's name is misspelled.
I was like typing in your
Punz,
name, and
what
I'm
are your
like,
guess? How can you do this?
what do you mean? I don't know. Like
Punz has a very bad time spelling things.
no.
So
Okay.
It's been a
true.
consistent theme throughout this.
Also, sorry, I'm
I
blocking
mean,
the
I
shit
can't
there.
say my spelling's too hot, but like, I don't know.
Okay, look, I made the YouTube live thing beforehand. I did that while I was at work.
Mhm.
Because with YouTube, I have to plan the stream ahead of time. I don't just go live. So I was like, I typed in your name, like, oh, I didn't know Sin had a YouTube channel. I'll add it there. And then
I don't even know how you found that YouTube channel. It's not linked to anything.
I typed it into YouTube, and just like how in OBS,
Stalker.
if you type at whoever, it will fill in
Honey.
for names.
I'm getting
Yeah.
Be stalking people.
I'm getting
Not
stalked.
stalking people. I'm not stalking
Jesus
people.
Christ, Punz. What the?
Snooze will help defend me from the creepy stalker.
I
Help.
know, you have a professional stalker.
All right, now so that leads up to the biggest bone, and this is YouTube.
Okay.
And this isn't just you. This is a lot of creators, and it pisses me off.
Okay.
Why do you have an upcoming video release? Like, I'm gonna release this video, but it's not like now. It's gonna be like in 2 days, but it's
I
still
can
my
understand
subscription
it
feed.
if it's like a really big video, but if it's like all videos, it's
They
like
all do that. They all do it. And it's for every single video. And it's like by the time the 2 days has like passed, I just don't care anymore. It just makes
Yeah.
me so angry.
I don't do that.
At least it's only once a week.
You've done it. I've seen like you've stacked 2 videos where it's going to release at X amount of date, but it's like 2 videos and then you're live. So I have 3 puns back to back on my subscription feed. I'm like, what the fuck?
I think those are the live streams.
Maybe,
I'm pretty sure those are
but
the live streams.
so one was a live stream, and then 2 of them at the time they were definitely like videos that were set to release but were not actually released that on
Is any of them
that
short?
I
don't know. I don't remember that much.
What I think it could be is sometimes, especially VTubers, they use that premiere feature as like a schedule. So they reset the schedule every week. So that schedule says premiere, and then you see what they have for that schedule for that week. And then the next week it rinses and repeats. So it draws you to the schedule to see what they got going on.
Maybe.
I don't do that either though.
That might be a default setting that's automatically turned on with YouTube the first time, as well.
Maybe. Cause like, so like usually I try to schedule my streams on like Monday or Tuesday on YouTube, because like I have to make the schedule anyway. So like I might as well just do all 3 of my streams on the normal YouTube channel then. But yeah, for my videos, like I will usually, so like I do schedule the videos to release. Like for the spicy banana backpack battle video I released yesterday, I scheduled that on what was that noise?
Spicy banana video.
Banana video.
That really funny.
I want to know behind the scenes. He put that in his Discord, and someone added him with a bunch of emojis, and he walked out to me and was like, "Honey, what's the baby getting vaporized?" And I was like, "What? You meant Pompeii baby? Like
Pompeii baby?
not vaporization, but like."
Yeah.
Pompeii baby.
You don't know what Pompeii baby is?
Huh? That sounds fucked.
You don't know what Pompeii baby is, though? I'll find Pompeii baby for you.
It's in my general.
No.
It's in my general.
Not the Pompeii baby. What's that thing? Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yes.
I actually have it scrolled up, so I can't see it when I click on your channel. Like that should be. No, I don't need to see that on the screen.
No.
Jeez.
Oh my god. Pompeii baby, no.
That was a meme
Now
for
it's
a
in
hot
the
minute.
pop-up chat too. Oh my god, it's everywhere.
like an Ashlander.
That's what I posted when someone did a spicy
Hold
banana
on,
attack on
Ash
me. I
spawn?
died.
Is that what they're called? Ash spawn. They're called ash spawn actually. Sorry.
So, question.
I just mentioned Bethesda. I mentioned Bethesda.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, increase the counter. Increasing the counter. You were
Okay,
close,
is that a
though.
Bethesda reference?
Where are you? Where's the best counter?
Praise be Todd Howard. Without Todd Howard, I would not have met my my Snoozle.
Oh no, not this again. Todd Howard gets brought up every other month. It's like an every other monthly anniversary. Like, thank you, Todd Howard.
He's not like a god, but definitely a lesser god for sure. Thank you, Todd
Todd
Howard,
Howard's
in your
more
leather
like-
jacket.
Todd Howard cosplaying Cupid.
Are you saying he's like a dreamer?
He's definitely a dreamer. But yeah, that's how me and Snooze met. Is they raided me when we were playing when I was playing Skyrim, and they were playing Skyrim. They were just looking for another Skyrim streamer, and it just happened to be me.
Nice.
And what's funny is I was gonna raid them as well, and then they raided me first, so it was very awkward.
With context to that, I didn't know how you could raid without following somebody. So I had to follow Cynthia, wrap up my stream, then raid her stream, and then she's like, "Oh, I was thinking about raiding you. Do you want to pick another streamer?" And I was like, "No, I have a hard enough time choosing you. Please do not make me do this."
And that's how it all got started. Was because of Todd Howard and Skyrim. I never
when
want
you
to
were hopeless that just playing Skyrim.
And then I never finished the game.
Yeah,
You never finished Skyrim?
I never finished Skyrim.
that was your last.
She escaped.
That was literally the last Yeah.
Who actually finishes
was the
Skyrim
best.
though? Like seriously,
Define
I
the
think I've only
finish.
finished it 3 times.
I beat the game. I did a mage only for my last run, and it sucked because Skyrim devs hated magic. Damn, Punz!
It's not that
I
I hate
heard you
magic.
through Steel's mic.
Oh
That was a
my
loud
God.
one.
I
That was
blew
a
my
loud
nose. I
That was,
blew my
that was an
nose.
elephant. Now,
True.
What the?
Honey, we really should put up the sound photo over the weird vents we have over our doors that we sound bleeds so much into other rooms.
Maybe we
We
should
got
do
the
that. Yeah.
ventilation issues.
Or maybe we need to. I wish you could do more with your Discord mic so that we could put like a proper filter on like
Nah.
Steel's mic.
I like my idea more. That way I can't accidentally wake you up existing, you know?
I mean, then you don't wake me up existing, but when you laugh like you heard the funniest thing known to man at like 4 a.m.
Sometimes the funniest thing known to man happens at 3 a.m. when you're playing Lethal Company, okay? I can't help it.
Honestly, always 3 a.m. Everything's always funnier. I swear to God.
agreed.
I remember once I was playing like PlayStation, right? And one of the people I was playing PlayStation with started streaming. And we pulled up their stream and then it like echoed into the mic. And then we started laughing. And then we laughed at our laugh. And it was like a cycle of laughing at our own laughs. And it was probably one of the times I've laughed the most ever. It was so fucking funny.
So like,
Oh.
I
And
have
it was
the
just
funniest
laughter.
moment ever at 3
Echoing.
a.m., right? And it's great. And then Punz walks out, pissy as hell. It's like, you woke me
No.
up again. And I go,
No.
oh, my bad.
I was not pissy as hell. I wasn't pissy as hell.
Mm.
Also, it was more like 4 or 5 a.m., not 3 a.m.
I
What
feel
I
like
remember.
Punz would be shorter. Punz, are you shorter?
I am 1 inch shorter
I
than
am
Siel.
literally 1 inch, yes.
Punz definitely gives us shorter vibes.
Small femboy waddling over. You woke me up.
you woke me up. I have to go to work tomorrow. I'm trying to leave.
Did you do the air quotes?
The
for work,
go
or-
to work, by the way, is to walk about 15 feet to the other room because he has the bedroom to himself usually and the office to himself.
Damn.
Okay, well, the bedroom to myself isn't my fault.
Double
True.
room.
But yeah, so the original plan when we were designing how we wanted to set things up for our house, I mean, in our apartment.
You really pushed for this office bedroom, and I was like, oh, well, you know, I could have one of the rooms as my bedroom, and you can have one room as your bedroom, and we can just sleep in one of them, usually, together. But I would have a private space, and you would have a private space for when we wanted that. And then, yeah, the living room could be like a shared space. And then now I'm just out here in the living room.
Well, when we discussed it, we both thought we would like actually sleep together more.
I
often than
discussed
not.
that part, and then you were like, we'll talk about it more. And I was like, okay.
I don't.
Punz N Palz couples counseling edition. So tell me, Punz and Siel, how does that make you feel? Oh, I'm sorry, we've run out of time. You can build the secretary.
Cash your card for this session.
How much will
honey,
we?
get the card. Honey, get the card.
Oh, okay, yeah, let me. I'll pull it out. All right, I'll see you next Tuesday.
Pull it out.
I think I would make a great counselor.
You think
I'd just
so?
pretend to listen and just go, yeah, and then look at the clock and then write down like a little scribble on the. There's no actual words on my notepad, just scribbles, and then like, oh, that makes sense. Yeah, and then just make them leave. I
Sometimes
think
you
that's
have to
pretty
tune in though, just to like hit them with like a hard question to be like,
You gotta reverse what they just said. So it's like,
Yeah.
I'm having difficulty doing this. And it's like, well, have we tried XYZ? And then they're like, oh, I've never thought about that before. And you're like,
Instead of a problem, how do we make this a solution? And then, see what I mean? See how easy it is just to flip things with like no context, and it's great. Why does Jamie have a Fallout revolver pistol?
He's had that for a while, Tara.
It's not a.
Is it?
It's not
It's not
Fallout.
Fallout. That's Starfield. Actually.
Yeah, that's the Starfield weird pistol.
Actually, Starfield.
Who wears glasses? Show of hands.
Who here wears glasses?
Oh.
Me. Hi.
Me.
Me.
I'm supposed to.
You don't have them on?
They're long distance.
I actually have my glasses off right now too. But yeah. But so most of us then, I think.
Yeah.
We all
Yeah.
as nerds. My very favorite thing to do with glasses is
probably
push them up
should
when I'm
wear
making a
glasses.
point. Makes me feel very nerdy and in power.
Yeah, that always feels good.
Mine are broken, so like
Damn.
99% of the time I have to push them up just because they're gonna slide off my face.
Punz, take Siel to Costco. Get the Costco glasses.
Not Costco.
The
You
nearest one's
literally
like
got
an
your
hour.
glasses at
I
Costco.
know. I know.
Did you say Costco's an hour away?
Yeah, it's like an hour away from us.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
You got a Sam's Club or something?
Oh.
What,
No.
you got anything? You got an Outback?
I think we
Outback
do.
binocular vision.
I think
I'm
we do
just
got an
hungry.
Outback.
We do.
Why
We
do we
wanted to go there
keep
one
going
time.
back
and
to
I was like,
Outback?
I'm hungry, damn it. I want a steak and a bloomin' onion.
Do you want me to
See,
Uber eat
Outback-
you Blue
No.
Onion?
No,
No?
do not Uber me food. I
No?
will. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Outback's not that great to me because I don't like steak. So
Oh.
yeah.
What about it?
I grew up with people who were like, if I don't like fat, right? We already preferenced this, like,
Right.
so my dad would get steaks, and they weren't the greatest steaks. There'd be a decent amount of fat on them, and then he would judge me for cutting the fat off of it and then not eating it. So that right there like puts me off eating steak because I'm just getting judged for how I'm eating my food. And then two, it's just a lot of work. It's just I gotta cut it all off. I gotta do what I want. I'm getting judged for eating my food the entire time. It's usually chewy. Like I don't know.
Even at like a restaurant, not even talking about like making it.
Nope. I just it's like it just puts me off steak.
Okay. What would you have instead? Like is hamburger meat? Like
Hamburger's fine.
okay. So it's not so much the taste or texture; it's just the memories associated with steak in general.
Yep.
Makes sense.
I've heard their mac and cheese is actually really good. Weird thing, but you know,
Interesting.
heard it from a friend. Yeah.
Carrot cake was pretty good when we got it.
Mhm.
Maybe we should go to the Outback tomorrow.
Go to the Outback tomorrow.
Yeah. Take me with you.
We can.
Can you get over here and
I'm on my way to the airport. I'll make it just in time.
up? We're losing one of our guests for the rest of the stream.
Guest
No,
and
no, no.
transport.
I'll buy the Southwest internet.
So now I gotta drive 2 hours to the airport to pick up Cynthia so she can go to Outback Steakhouse tomorrow.
It could be both of us. At least it's just Cynthia.
True. I'll grab a Snoozle on the way over.
Yeah. One of the downsides of living in Delaware is that there's no big major airport in here. So like if someone wanted to fly over to come visit us, they'd have to fly to like either Philly or Washington, and then we have to drive and pick them up.
Damn. I can't believe Delaware's that big. Truly.
It's a growing state. A lot of people are moving down here. Apparently, a lot of old people are moving down here.
No, I mean like physically. I physically cannot believe it's that big. I always thought it was like a
Tiny.
maybe 10 square mile island. I actually don't know how big Delaware is.
Yeah, well, a lot of it is like if you're at like the bottom of Delaware, you gotta like snake your way all the way up to like, Washington and Pennsylvania and New Jersey and all that.
It's actually pretty big. Wow. You have a population of 1 million.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Why did this might be like revealing too much and you don't have to answer this question. Why did you choose Delaware? Was it like cost of living? Was it other reasons?
Basically, because Delaware has is seen by a lot of people in New Jersey as having all of the amenities of a high pop density state like New Jersey. It has all those amenities, but it costs like a lot less to live in Delaware, and that's why we chose to live here. Because if I tried to move CL into an apartment in my hometown, I would not be able to afford it.
Right.
On my own income, I would not be able to afford it.
Yeah, even with us working both full time, it's gonna take both of us to pay rent and dues and stuff. It's crazy how expensive it is just to live on your own.
Mm-hmm. And thankfully
Hopefully-
here I can pay for me and CL with just my job at the moment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
True. And you've been working there long enough too that if you like got hit in layoffs, it would be you could collect unemployment for a while.
Oh yeah.
You know. But
Oh
I
yeah,
don't think
definitely.
I think if you survive this long, I don't really see your job like going anywhere.
Ciel is a good housewife.
Except
Yeah.
for that whole last week where I didn't do shit because I was dying of a cold. But
Yeah, but that's a good
fucking
reason.
dare you?
it's not even like Honey was very nice about it. And I was just like, I'm like dying. I can't do shit right now.
If it was that same cold that Snooze gave me, I totally crazy understand.
Yeah, I feel
I had
bad
a-
about that one still.
I had a fever for like 4 or 5 days straight, and I could
No
not do
fevers.
anything. No fevers?
No fever.
Just felt like shit.
Just felt like shit. Really bad congestion. Constantly migraines and headaches.
And don't feel bad about it, baby. It's what convinced me to quit my job because I brought my doctor's note because the doctor like told me off. You should not have gone to work. You should not have forced yourself to go to work because my work is very they're like slave drivers.
Yeah.
And when I got there and I presented them the doctor's note, they would not take it, and they punished me for the days
Yeah.
that I was missing.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Yeah. That's why you're like, you know what? Go fuck yourself, and then you leave. Yep.
Like they've been dangling a programmer position. They're like, oh, as soon as the programmer position opens up, we'll be sure to give it to you. And it's been like 2 or 3 months now, and and at that point, I was like, oh, and the conversation I had with like the assistant manager, they basically I've never quite been so disrespected in my life. They treated me like you would
God.
like a machine. Like, we have a company to run, it doesn't really matter if you're sick or not, kind of thing. And that's that when I saw that, it's like, oh, so this is how this company truly is internally on the corporate side. Okay, no, even if I got that job, this is not going to work out. So that's it. I immediately started not just looking for programming jobs, I started looking for any jobs, and thankfully I landed something that's way better. I'm getting paid better, way better benefits. Like, I have a particular eye condition, so I have special kind of needs for that. And there's these contact lenses that I was going to pay out of pocket for, because the vision care I had with this company that I'm with now really sucks, and they were going to have me do it out of pocket. That was $1,600 for those contact lenses, and the new insurance, when it kicks in, will pay for it all.
Nice.
Like there's no copay or anything. It's just like. It's just so much better.
It's bizarre to me, like, that a company is like that, because in Australia, if anything like that were to happen, they would be fucked. They would get sued. They would get like completely obliterated, because we have things like ombudsman here, where like you call up and they'll deal with it all for you. Like, that's their job. Like, they'll just be like, oh, these guys are being cunts, and like you literally showed them documentation. Yeah, no, that's not on. And they're trying to make you pay for this. That's stress and damages, so they have to pay you in recompense, and they're not gonna, they can't buy you.
Yeah, I don't want to interrupt Sooky, but
Yeah,
I had guessed, my name is Punz. I'm a femboy VTuber, like, for X games, strategy games, control novel. There's enough these tips taking. I hope we can have a nice, comfy time together.
You may.
Okay, you're saying?
It's over.
Yeah, it's over. You're good.
Okay.
I have another bone to pick.
Yeah.
Oh?
How many times do you have to repeat this spiel until like you get rid of this redeem?
At this point, it's like an inside joke in the community. So like I can't. Can I just do that? It feels like I'm getting rid of like
Petitioned-
part of our history. You know.
Like when I bullied Sub to get rid of this stupid ping bot, and now apparently has it again. So I don't know, we continue bullying you until you get rid of it again.
What
No,
the-
you won't.
Petition to make that redeem higher.
True.
I probably-
No, because you gotta be able to. It's for new people. It's for new people.
But
and
no
they
one
need
Yeah.
uses
to-
it when the only people that use it are people who've been here forever. Grr.
New
Okay.
people
I've
get
seen new people
300
use
points
it.
when
I
they
saw
start.
someone use it during Punz's Frostpunk stream.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
saw
you,
someone
you're right.
use
So
it.
someone new did use it. Someone came onto the YouTube chat, watched for a bit, then swapped to Twitch, so they can listen to the music, and then use that twice. So new people do use it. It is used for its intended purpose once in the blue
Exactly.
moon.
I feel so
Don't
bad
you get a
doing a
s-
raid.
Don't you get like? Don't you get points for like clicking OK on the rules for a stream?
Yeah.
Mhm.
But
You
that
get
would be
300.
Maybe
300
change it-
points,
maybe
and
change
taking
it to
away
that
someone's
point.
300 points.
Maybe make it that points, like as soon as
I mean,
someone gets
even
OK.
then, anyone who's not new is going to be able to pay for it then, so it doesn't really matter.
I know, but
Yeah.
it's like it's better than spamming a $1 redeem. that
Okay,
you
You
do
can't
50
spam it,
times
it's
for
only
50
going to
points.
cool down.
True,
Mhm.
true.
Yep. In 1
Mhm.
minute and 22 seconds, Punz will be
Also,
saying
hi,
it again.
Kismet.
Yeah, but that
Hey.
means there could be a new person in that time.
Nope, it's gonna be me.
Could be. Could be an audio.
God, I forgot how much I'll send.
Yes, that's really cool.
The gremlin energy is great.
Gremlin is definitely coming back. It was like tempered down a little bit because of my old job, but I feel a bit more of me coming back. I really wish I could say the company because you guys would completely understand the moment I said it, but it just that's
Mhm.
just too much personal information.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
Walt.
yeah.
Wayland Utani. I already understand. It's Wayland Utani. The company. The best interest of the company, you know.
Wayland Utani. That sounds so familiar.
Aliens.
Oh yeah, you know what's funny? I hadn't seen Aliens until very recently. My friend was like, "You haven't seen Aliens or Terminator? We're gonna just make you sit down and watch both." So guess what I did? I got to watch Aliens 1, Aliens 2, Terminator 1,
Nice.
Terminator 2. It was a good time.
I recommend watching Alien Romulus because
Yeah.
that's supposed to be the sequel to Alien before Aliens.
Right. I
It
wanna
is
play
really
the
good.
Alien game. I've seen a little bit of the Alien game. I wanna
Isolation?
play. Yeah. It's scary.
Yeah.
You know
I
what
don't-
alien game I really liked the Alien versus
Boom.
Predator game. That one was so good.
So stop lying to yourself.
Hi, Cynthia.
Stop.
My name is Punz. I'm a fanboy VTuber like sports games, strategy games, visual novels, and other niche types of games. So we can have a nice, comfy
Oh
time
my
together.
God.
Mokuba, yo, welcome in. Hey
Welcome
there.
in, awesomeness. Welcome.
Mhm.
You know, you say the game sucked, but I was a kid
It
and
was
I
the
really
best
enjoyed
game. I fucking loved it because we played
Yeah,
we
but I
played it
was-
a little bit, didn't we?
but I was
So
a
we
kid.
played it. It was me, you, and
it. I did not play
Hi.
that with you, no.
What game
Oh,
was
you
me?
didn't?
Remember? I
Alien
played it
vs
with you.
Predator.
Oh,
Um,
gotcha.
Yeah, CL you did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we played the PvP mode or whatever, and like I wanted to play we didn't have enough people to play it, but I wanted to play the infestation mode, which is like it's zombie. It's basically zombie. Someone starts off as an alien, you kill someone, and then they become an alien, and
Yep.
like that's the best mode in that game, to be honest. But we didn't have enough people.
I played the story. I didn't play any of the multiplayer.
The story
You know
is
what
great.
was-
The story is probably one of the best stories. Besides, I think the original Alien vs Predator was better because you actually start off as a facehugger and actually get to play as one. And you actually have to grow up.
Burster.
No, you start off as a facehugger and then you become a chest burster, and then you got to grow up by eating things as the chest burster, and then you become an alien, like a full-grown one.
I'm thinking.
On the topic of Terminator, has anyone here watched like the recent Terminator anime? That shit was so good. I didn't like Terminator.
I watched that with you guys. I think.
Yep.
Yeah, that was good.
You start off as a facehugger in a container in the back of a ship. It falls over. You escape. You go into a lab place where everyone's like being idiots.
Oh,
And
yeah,
stuff.
I didn't recall like the facehugger. No, it doesn't show the facehugger part at all.
No.
It just shows
Yeah,
the
but
chest
it is.
burster part.
Yeah, but there is a facehugger part.
Reminds me of that one level.
Because I'm
in
like
Star Trek,
watching
you know?
this now, and I see like people opening like a Predator 2 on a planet or some shit. But then, what's it called? It goes straight to the guy sitting in the chair that has his chest burst out of.
Yeah, see, you
And then that's
play
you.
that level all the way up and to that guy, and then you face hug them, and then you become a chest burster.
Oh, what the fuck? Why does it say full game? Walkthrough?
Probably because
It's
he
not showing
died
the
so many
walkthrough.
times as a face hugger that he didn't want to show it. Because being a face hugger is actually, if you don't play it right, can be actually a wall for the game.
I played as a little kid. I'm pretty sure that it's not that difficult.
Well, most people would have played it on the hardest difficulty as well.
I don't think that's true. The amount of people who play it on the hardest difficulty is very low. A lot of the
Well,
people
I've seen people playing it and them dying in like a couple of shots and whatnot.
Most
like,
people play
which
on
is-
normal. Like, honestly, most people pick normal when they're picking things.
Like so,
Very
picking
few
easy
pick
difficult
easy.
to ultra kill.
I feel like
did not.
kids
I
are
don't think
very
they did.
adaptable. Like you give them a hard task, they will figure it out eventually.
True. They will throw themselves at a wall until they do it.
It's like a superpower.
I don't know. I never beat the Kelp Forest in SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom as
Well,
a kid.
you just weren't built the same. Sorry.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I got stuck at the
Hey,
stone
I
tiki
wasn't that
puzzle.
advanced.
Well,
What the?
the thing
what
is,
the-
with the face hugger segment as well, so it's pretty like there's nothing going on besides lore and listening to people talk about stuff while you're going through the level trying not to be seen. You don't really do anything engaging besides latching onto the guy's face at the end of it. So they probably just left it out because they thought it'd be boring.
Probably.
Yeah.
But I do agree, it's dumb that it says full playthrough, yet it doesn't have the full playthrough. Literally missing a
But
third
the thing
of
is,
the
I
content.
don't even recall that when I played it when I was a kid.
But you see that it is a thing, right?
No, I'm not finding any. Wait, hang on.
Okay,
I'm trying to
I
find
literally
it, but
watched a
can't find
video
it.
the other day, and it had the whole segment.
I'm watching someone get their face hugged by a face hugger, but I'm not watching anyone
Give
play
me a
as
sec,
one.
let me scroll down through all these Golden Axe duels and Pokemon themes.
We're talking about the 2010 one, right?
No.
Ah.
Yeah, you forget that soap is baby. So
Yeah, I did say the old AVP game after that.
Well,
after talking
when you
about the
say
new one.
old, I'm thinking 2010.
yeah, soap is baby. So.
That was the last. I was gonna say that was the last AVP game, but not the old one.
Oh, is that the most recent one? Okay.
Yes.
I thought there'd
There's
be
no
another
other
one.
AVP games
Um,
after that one.
There was a
give me
different
sec.
game that was somewhat similar, wasn't there? But like, it wasn't.
Soap
called
gives
that.
off old soul.
Alien
energy, but
Colonial
young body,
Marines,
you know?
Alien Fire
What the
Team
fuck
Elite.
does that mean, Siel? Old soul?
Old soul energy, you know? Spiritually and mentally, you're like 65, but like, you know, body and like.
Mentally?
Hey.
You think I'm mentally 65?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Got here eating the mental tapioca.
Yeah, so it might be a game worth playing for you on your stream because you know you like those types of old games.
Maybe.
It has Predator campaign, Alien campaign, and Marine campaign. So
Just like the 2010 one. I'll
Yep.
probably just play the 2010 one, to be honest.
Diversify your portfolio, you know?
Yeah.
Except for when Punz tells you to.
You mean? What the heck? I am taking very good care of our finances, I'll have you know.
Intel.
It will pick back up. You have to trust. You have to trust.
See?
how's
See?
Dogecoin doing?
I don't have any of my Dogecoin.
11 cents, I think. I was looking it up earlier.
Mhm.
Nice. I bought
Yeah,
it at
11
like
cents.
Also,
You
hi
said you have
subsets.
1,000
My
of
name
that?
is Punz. I'm a fanboy VTuber who likes Forex games, strategy games, visual
Let me
novels,
have a
auto
look.
ballads,
Hold
other
on.
these type of games. Hope we can have a nice comfy time together.
Yeah, you're
You're
at
a robot.
$110 right now. That came across okay for me.
No, like I'm not saying like he's a robot-y. He's just a
Oh.
robot.
He is a
No.
robot.
Yeah, he is
No.
a femboy bot, so
No.
What do
Nuh-uh.
femboy bots even take? Do you think they take quarters, or do you think they take like other like products instead?
Who's gonna say it? Who's gonna say
I
it?
said it. I just said it.
I was
already
gonna
said
say
it.
like head pats or something, but
I
oh
said
my
what'd
god.
you say? So yeah,
I said it.
What the
No,
heck?
That's what it is.
well, no, that see, I'm not a femboy bot, and
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
You got the femboy bot soul, you know.
okay, yeah.
Okay. What
Hey.
the heck? I'm not a robot.
I don't know about that, buddy. I don't know about that.
You see me eat food all the time.
Yikes.
Yeah, but I
You see me eat food all the time.
That's the most non-human thing to say.
I'm not a robot. I eat food all the time. You see it? I could totally not just the trash compactor.
Yeah.
Where did it go? How would this work? I'm a trash compactor beside me, and then I
Your
get rid of
stomach
it.
is literally an incinerator after the trash compactor in the throat like grinds everything down, you know?
Wouldn't
Hey, has
our
anyone ever seen
apartment
you?
smell?
Has anyone ever seen you go to the toilet? I mean, maybe you might just like shoot out ashes, you know?
He does. He does spend an awfully long amount of time in the bathroom. You know.
Is this normal for a human to spend in laboratory?
I'm pretty sure that's normal. It's normal.
It's actually a maintenance thing, and a USB cord comes out of like the top of the toilet, and Punz plugs it into his brain.
What the?
Pulls out the charging pack, starts
Yeah.
charging in the bathroom.
No.
Seal's like, honey, why are you taking the phone into the toilet with you? No reason. Turns
He
out
does
it's
it
just, like, the
every
code
single
pack.
time he takes the phone in.
Yeah,
Every
because
single time.
I want to watch YouTube while I'm on the toilet.
Yeah,
Now
you
this
too.
guy-
Oh, okay,
That
who
is-
doesn't do that?
Me.
Exactly. What do you mean? Like
What?
you just sit there in the
and
toilet?
stare at the wall?
I go in, I
right?
do my job, I get the fuck out. Like, why are we spending so much
No.
time?
The
The
job
only
takes
time-
time.
The
Big
only
job,
time I
big
take my
time.
phone in with me is if I'm expecting an important message from someone that I don't want to miss. And
What
even
the
then, I'm not even
hell?
looking at it. I put it up on the windowsill and I do my business, and then I, flush and done,
No, just
No, I don't just dilly dally in the fucking bathroom.
You know how
why
much
not?
fecal matter
Are
you
they
get
in
on
a
your
rush?
phone after you flush
Why
your toilet?
not? Go ahead, Sooky.
You know how much fecal matter you get on your phone after you flush your toilet? Like, ugh.
Well,
I mean, it's both disgusting anyway.
with that, with that note, unfortunately we have to take off for the night.
Okay.
But thank you
Yeah.
so much for having us.
Mhm.
And
course,
It was
of
nice
course.
meeting you,
It
babe.
was awesome.
Sorry
Yeah,
I was very
definitely.
late.
it was fine. We were on for what, 2 hours, and
Yeah,
What
I
minutes?
think 3.
yeah, it wasn't that
Yeah.
late.
Yeah, I'm so glad I finally was able to get you on, because we've been trying to get you on for months, and and it's just been a whole lot of scheduling
And
issues.
somehow we did not touch on Disney. I'm really surprised.
True.
Next
Well,
time.
they did a little bit.
Next time.
Next time.
We didn't touch on a lot of topics
Yeah.
that we're supposed to.
Yeah, true. We kind of glossed over the whole VTubers getting banned thing, which I know you and I like talked in DMs before the podcast. And when-
Yeah.
Remember,
Like,
Twitch
preparation.
doesn't use bots to moderate. Remember, Twitch doesn't use
Yeah.
bots to
It
moderate.
totally
Yeah,
doesn't, guys.
Totally doesn't. We have a fan theory that it's just Dan Clancy there. He's the only human. Everybody else is just AI bots.
They made a new cookie clicker out of their moderation button.
Ooh.
Yeah, I even turned up my bit minimum up just in case, because like what people were saying were that people were donating bits, and like the bits they were donating were fraudulent, and that was what was causing the accounts being banned. That was like the theories being spread around, and so I even turned up like my bit minimums to like 10,000, so like I can't get like banned.
Yeah. Alright, well, thank you for being here, Cynthia and Snooze.
Yeah, no worries. We had a good time.
Yeah.
But you guys have a good night.
Bye.
Night.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you so much for coming on again.
They're never coming back. They're never coming back.
No.
I had to talk about fecal matter on phones.
If that's the case, wouldn't flushing the toilet do that to your hands anyway, as well, and everything else?
Do you not wash your hands after you use the toilet?
I know, but it'll get all over your clothes, so would you have to touch your clothes as well? I think you end up touching your clothes at some point.
Your clothes always get dirty and you wash them.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like...
Do you wash your phone after you're done in the toilet? Do you wash your phone ever?
My phone got
Yeah,
no,
I didn't think so. I'm just saying, if you do take yeah, that's not enough. If you do take your phone in with you, I do advise like having like a dry wipe or something like that's like a technical friendly like wet wipe sort of thing to just wipe the part off that you put your face on, basically, or near.
What?
When you use it to call, it's a phone.
Who fucking who puts their phone up to their ear anymore?
I put the corner of it like to rest against my ear a bit, like the top corner. That's about it.
No, you just speakerphone.
Yeah, that's what Soap was trying to say.
I don't speakerphone because I have too many fucking things I don't want people to know about.
Oh, okay. I don't think I ever use it like properly.
Yeah,
and if I'm going to
again,
like,
you're talking to someone who's closeted, like, trans.
and also if I'm going to like what's it called? Use it in a way that like I don't want people to hear what I'm talking to, then I'll put in my AirPods.
Oh my god, he's got AirPods in, he can't hear it.
Get the shit pods in.
Watch out! Watch out! No. Well, who was it? It was the Queen, wasn't it? It was like, watch out! Watch out, the Queen!
Yeah.
There's a truck coming. Oh no, she can't hear us. She's got her AirPods in.
Oh no.
Oh, what were some of the other things I was meant to like talk about? Fuck.
That's why you write it down in the docket, silly goober.
No.
What the?
I'm anti-docket.
Are you anti-docket?
Honestly, even though, what's it called? Even though I don't agree with the patent thing, I still hope Power World loses.
No.
Really?
No. No.
I'm just anti-Power World. I just think
Why are
the
you
game is
anti-Power
creatively
World?
bankrupt.
It was what?
They literally made a game to chase trends and get money, and it took away like development from another game that's the exact same kind of game, but only so they could relaunch it basically with Pokemon in it and make that money again.
What game? Craftopia?
Well, they weren't making a lot of money off the original thing, so of course they're gonna change their budget.
Yeah,
over
but
to
like,
something that
why
they think's
the
gonna be
fuck?
better.
The thing is, it was already in early access, and now they're releasing another thing in early access. It's the exact same type of game.
You know how many
Just now
game
it's got the
companies
Pokemon hook.
do that? Do you know how many do that?
Yeah, I don't agree with the game companies doing that, and I don't like those.
Yeah,
kind
but
of
why is
games.
Power World the exception?
It's not. I hate all of them to do that.
But you still.
What?
Look, I've played Craftopia and I played Power World, and Power World's the better game. Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, so why didn't they just improve Craftopia?
It seemed. I mean,
you know?
it could also be that they enjoyed doing Power World more than Craftopia. Like,
Also, they're not hiring more developers because they have enough for what they want at the moment. And what they want is just to make money. They don't care about reinvesting that money to a big extent. They just want to they just wanted money. They chased the trend to make money. That's all they did.
I mean, Bethesda released Skyrim 17 times, so.
I
was gonna say.
That's scummy.
I was gonna say.
I have actively said I hate Bethesda. I've said this a million times.
Yeah,
Bethesda fucking
but you
sucks.
still
It's a
bought the
terrible
product.
company. Yeah, but I hate them.
Yeah, don't buy the
This
product.
is the thing. To me, it's like when people
I love
complain that much
Bethesda's
about it
community.
and then buy the stuff.
love
It
Bethesda's
makes
community.
it makes their argument moot to me.
Hang on. I didn't buy Starfield. I got it on Xbox Game Pass, first of all. And I'm not going to Starfield because I don't like Starfield.
Which Xbox
And
Game Pass is also
Fallout-
another dog act, but
I actually think Xbox Game Pass is very good value.
not for the people who made the games. It
is.
Actually no, it's not.
If the companies did not like that, they wouldn't accept the deal.
Well, because they'd know that otherwise their game wouldn't be getting any money, right? But then they're also
So it is
not-
good then.
It isn't, and it is. It's getting free, or quote unquote free, attention or quote unquote advertising. But in the grand scheme of things, they're actually paying more than they're receiving most of the time.
Wait, what? Who's paying more than they're receiving?
The people that put their game on Game Pass,
They're not paying anything, they're getting paid.
that they have to pay to update the games.
What do you mean? What are you saying about? What do you mean about
You don't know how console works?
that? Xbox
PlayStation
is paying them to
and
put it on the
Xbox,
Game
yeah.
Pass.
PlayStation and Xbox both charge every update, and I think it's
Okay.
per something megabyte or whatever to the server.
Okay,
the
but
companies
they would
have
have
to
to do
pay
that
for the
regardless. They would have had to do that regardless of if they put it on
Yes,
Game
but
Pass
they're
or
also
not.
receiving a lot less. So that
They wouldn't make the deal if they didn't want that money.
it's more so that it fucks over the indie devs a lot more. That
Indie
pisses
devs
me
don't
off.
have to put in the thing in the Game Pass. I don't see your point here. If
Sometimes
you don't want to
people
be in
don't.
the Game Pass, you don't have to
Sometimes
be
you
Game
don't have a
Pass.
choice. Sometimes you don't have a choice.
Indie devs have a choice. That's why they're indie devs. Because they have a choice.
That's like saying someone who's in an abusive relationship has a choice when they in reality they don't.
No, an indie dev has a choice. That's like saying a single person has a choice in whether or not to get into a relationship or not. It's an indie dev. They're not forced by anything. Well, they are if they agreed to something, but they're not going to agree to. They make that agreement. You know.
I wish Ada was here to talk about it because I think he knows a lot more about that.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure, I think Ada would probably agree, or at least have more insight.
Adam
Yeah.
would have more insight, but I do think Game Pass is good. I think the issues with Game Pass comes down to if everything was on Game Pass, every company would be making stuff
Hi,
to sell
Hi.
Game Pass. So they wouldn't be making games that are interesting that you want to go out and buy. They're making things to make you want to get Game Pass, you know? Which is a different kind of
Yeah, so
different kind of market.
the weird thing
But-
is
Not every game's on Game Pass. And if a game doesn't want to be on Game Pass, they don't need to be on Game Pass.
yeah, the weird thing that I heard was the way that Game Pass is done is they pay to be on it, but get paid an amount to be on it for a specific time.
Mm-hmm.
And then, obviously, if the game's on Game Pass, people aren't going to buy it on any other platform. They're just going to go, I'm going to get this for $1 on Game Pass, or they're not even paying.
No, you get Game Pass and then you play it. Yeah.
Yeah. So then people are more likely to go, okay, alright, well, I'm just going to get this. And then they play the whole game, and that's it. When in reality, they could have bought the game for the full price.
Yeah, but they wouldn't have bought the game. That's the thing. I wouldn't have bought the
No,
whole
even
series.
this is the thing. the people that would have bought the game still get it on Game Pass anyway. You know what I mean? But they didn't buy the game because like they changed their mind because they're like, oh, hold on, it's on Game Pass. I was gonna buy it originally the whole game like for full price.
Okay, that's
now that I know
true,
it's...
but there are people who prefer to own the game rather than have it on Game Pass and maybe being potentially taken away from them. And I don't think
these days Game Pass is a lot worse, just because people are more conservative with their space on their PCs now too. As someone who can't afford to get more space on my PC, Game Pass, I feel every time I think of a game that I like, oh shit, I want to play Space Marine 2. Is it on Game Pass? That was the first thing I said. Like, I'll still buy the game. I'll buy the game if it's not on Game Pass, but if it's on Game Pass, I won't.
Also, think about it this way:
doing that, right?
A game that goes on Game Pass that wasn't going to sell much, maybe potentially, or maybe it was a game that was going to flop, but it went on Game Pass, right? Like Hi-Fi Rush. A lot of people liked Hi-Fi Rush, right? But a lot of people wouldn't have bought Hi-Fi Rush. And that it did well, like review-wise, and overall it was like decently. It did well statistically for a game like it, but because it was on Game Pass, most people wouldn't have given that a try. And then you also have games that would have flopped going on Game Pass that they would get an outright payment from Xbox, and that means, oh, so even if we weren't going to make sales, we still got paid by Xbox, and that keeps us afloat, you know? Because Xbox pays a lot of money to have games on Game Pass. I can't remember how much it is, but it's like a huge number. And I don't think it's a bad thing for the developers. Otherwise, developers wouldn't be putting their games on Game Pass. Like,
Hi-Fi Rush reportedly didn't make enough money.
No, it didn't make enough money.
Yeah,
but it did well review-wise, and it is an Xbox
thing.
First. It's an Xbox first thing.
Yeah.
So it was like, it was going to be on Game Pass anyway, and I didn't pay anything to get it on Game Pass.
But the issue is, the game doesn't count. It's the sales from people downloading the game on Game Pass does not count towards the overall revenue for people who care. Yeah, that's the other thing that hurt.
But if you look at it now, Game Pass, the people who made Hi-Fi Rush, they just got bought out. But you know why? Because their games did well, like review-wise.
Yeah.
And the only reason it did well review-wise is because people actually tried it because it was on Game Pass. So honestly, I think that's a good thing.
I think. See, here's the thing though. This is sort of a bit of a double-edged sword for your point. If the game was that good review-wise and everything, it would have sold it. And the people that gave it a chance, which is usually reviewers, usually streamers, are the main advertising point. If they bought the game straight off the bat because it was brand new, because they will, because that's how streaming works, that's how content works.
There are a lot of reviewers and a lot of streamers who do not buy things.
But there are a lot that do, or get free codes. Yes, or they get a free code because the Hi-Fi Rush probably would have, people would have sent out free codes like most people do.
I don't know.
They would have gotten full sales because, like you said, the reviews for the game were great. So they would have made more revenue just from that by word of mouth, because a lot of games these days, word of mouth is a lot. Especially
I don't think you can blame Xbox for Hi-Fi Rush not making sales.
No, I'm just saying this is another point that Game Pass can really hurt them. Again, the investors don't give a shit about reviews.
I shouldn't say Xbox, Game Pass. You shouldn't blame Game Pass. I think you can blame Xbox. Xbox definitely could have done more to advertise
investors
the game.
Don't give a shit about reviews. They don't give a damn about reviews.
A small development team
they care about how much money was made, and unfortunately it did not make the money they wanted it to, and it was considered a failure.
But the company still got bought out in the end. I'm pretty sure it just hang on.
I mean, yeah, smart people would have bought it out, again, because of the reviews. So that was good. That was lucky that they had good reviews. Also,
would you prefer something like Concord happening again? Concord came out. They sold that for $40. That was the game that's had a lot of money spent on it, but because it wasn't free, it didn't do well at all. Like, no one gave it a chance.
Well, that's also Sony. That's also Sony's fucking dog shit campaign. Like, they never.
Even though people reviewed it well, and they did a bunch of advertising post-launch. They did
I
a
never
bunch
heard
of
anything
advertising.
about it. I never heard.
They
anything
also
about
paid
it.
a bunch of streamers to play that game. They paid a lot to look at that game.
Yeah. The other thing you have to put into account with games as well is, like, one, I'm going to say with Concord, I didn't even know it was a thing until the memes after it was killed.
Yeah.
Okay, the company Hi-Fi Rush didn't get bought out. The IP got bought out.
Yeah.
The IP Hi-Fi Rush got bought.
Yeah. So the other thing too is,
okay, they're also transitioning the team over to Crafton as well. Okay.
Yeah.
So they did buy out all the people for the game.
Yeah.
But see, that sort of thing wouldn't have happened. That thing wouldn't have happened if it wasn't on Game Pass. It would have just been a game that had of like.
Well, we don't know that.
Out.
We don't know that.
It probably wouldn't have happened because
we don't know
less
that
people would
because
have
it
looked
didn't
at it.
happen. You can't say for certain that it would have happened or wouldn't have.
Okay, but I do think it's definitely.
If the game had a
Hi-Fi Rush
good
got a lot
review,
more
if the game had a good
publicity
review still,
from being on Game Pass.
I would
And
say
the fact
the same people that reviewed it probably would have reviewed it for the exact same if it wasn't on Game Pass.
I don't think
Because
all
I'm
of them
pretty
would. I think there
sure,
would
I
have
am
been
100%
less
sure
reviews.
that
There would have been less reviews.
most streamers actually dislike using Game Pass. From what I've seen, especially
So then
the
you're
bigger ones
saying
that I
that
watch.
people do pay for their games.
Well, no, they got the codes for free, like I was saying earlier,
Okay.
just from the devs themselves, because that's what most devs do. They give them out to big streamers to advertise. That's how Among Us originally was dead and then came back because they ended up giving out a bunch of keys to people that love social deduction games, and all that shit. It's unfortunate that we can't really compare it to anything because it's just like we can say this, but we can't really know this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just going off by like business standard stuff where. Like again, Concord, I'm going to say is like I never heard anything about it ever. Sony also recently killed themselves with their recent statements, so that also fucked Concord over. Like they literally, supposedly they released the game after there was the whole debacle about the PC thing, where they're like, if everyone likes this game on PC, we're not bringing any sequels to PC. They're only going to be on PS5, so you have to buy a PS5 that's very rare to get and very expensive. So they fucked themselves. They fucked the game themselves by saying that, no matter what.
Okay.
And they released it around the time when 3 other massive games came out that people cared more about instead of a random IP that no one knew anything about.
Yeah.
So it's like it can't really use Concord as an example.
There was a lot of things that brought that one down, but I do think the biggest sticking point was the $40 price tag. I think that's the biggest downside.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make the point that Game Pass
is a very big thing to bring people to your game.
Yeah,
it is very big.
It's a double. I see Game Pass as a double-edged sword. I personally like. I do pay for Game Pass because I'm a poor bitch. But I still can. Like,
it can be a double-edged sword, but I do believe
it is a double-edged sword, and I just feel it's a bit unfair on most situations.
I think the way you're saying it, where it's like, oh, it's not going to meet sales because it's on Game Pass.
Well, it doesn't because it doesn't count towards the sales for the game.
I do think they get a lot of money from Microsoft that actually makes up for that.
They just get a flat amount. So they don't get it. They don't get an amount.
No, yeah, they get a flat amount. They get a flat amount, but that flat amount is something that the companies that put their games on there are willing to agree to, and it seems like it's a decent rate. So, like,
usually the flat amount is like this is like if people bought 100.
Yeah, it's like you get this up front, but like,
but you have to pay to be on the storefront for games.
It's like, oh, we expect to have this many, and we're gonna give you this much. If you end up doing better than this, oh well, too bad. I guess you lose out on money, but like, like they're getting a set amount, and if it has less, they're getting a set amount still. So it's like, well, you know.
Where's Ataraxi? I actually really would like his input on this.
Yeah. I don't know what the Ada doing.
I think he's coming home from TwitchCon, or still there? I don't know.
Ada at TC. Hey, Stevie.
Yeah. Hi, Stubba.
You missed it, STV. Soap was explaining FNAF lore to Cynthia and Snooze.
Oh, sorry.
I like when we have these discussions, so where like we both have different viewpoints on something. Like it's always interesting.
Yeah, I think they're interesting for the rest of the stream too. Very interesting.
I mean, it's the least I could. It's the least I could do. I'm going to say why I haven't wait, and everyone's going to be like, of course.
Apparently, Xbox Game Pass is very attractive for devs, whether it cannibalizes sales or not. This is going by an article from GameSpot. So
Yeah,
it
but that's
is
also
a lot
GameSpot.
more attractive. Yeah, but this is like reporting on like how devs actually like see it. People want to put their games on Game Pass for the most part. The only
issue I
people
have
who
with
don't
GameSpot-
usually is things like games like Baldur's Gate don't want to, because that game did really well, and the company head there ideologically doesn't like the idea of being beholden to releasing shit on Game Pass. Like he just doesn't like the idea of it, and it's fair. I think a company that doesn't want to shouldn't have to put things on Game Pass. I think it's completely fair if someone doesn't want to.
So I don't trust GameSpot as far as I can throw them when it comes to reviews, or anything really when it comes to reviews of a big company system, because they could just show whatever info they want. They could show the positive info, and then it's like, oh, this negative info came to light about it too, but we're just going to talk about this positive stuff only. Just like the media with a lot of stuff. GameSpot especially, if I'm not mistaken, at some point was known to be taking bribes from a lot of companies when doing review stuff. I might be mistaken with
Bribe is
review one.
The I think
might be
bribe is the
mistaken.
wrong way to phrase it.
Incentives.
Yeah, it's more like they get a paid trip to go see the game, and that probably might influence your
I
opinion on the
think that
game.
puts a positive experience in their heads.
yeah.
So then when they associate,
But I feel like
positive.
bribe means more like they get paid and they have to say these specific talking points. It's more like they have to go to the event and there are specific things they're maybe not allowed to talk about, but the fact is that they get paid in a free trip to fucking Europe or something, wherever the fucking developer is.
Also, STV says to check Steam Soap.
I did.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I don't.
A lot of apparently it's like really good though, because Game Pass is actually really bad for Microsoft. Like Microsoft is receiving the short end of the stick here. Like
It's only showing the amount that they get through Game Pass. It's not showing the amount that they get through all the updates the games have to do for hotfixes and stuff.
yeah, but even then
It's
they
a
were
lot
gonna
of
have
money
to
they
do that
have pay.
anyway. They were gonna have to do that anyway. That's the thing. They were gonna have to pay that anyway. You're
Yeah, but they're
bringing up
making-
a
they're
thing that
making
doesn't
less
change
money.
anything.
They're making.
No,
less
but you're like
money
bringing
on
up
the
a point that doesn't mean. Yes, okay, but there's also the gamble that they were gonna make no money on the game. You know. I think your point being that like they have to pay for updates. They were gonna have to do that anyway. Like, and what if they didn't make the sales? Apparently, it's really beneficial for indie devs, and for bigger devs or bigger developers, it's like less beneficial, but it's more like, because for indie devs, they get exposure plus they get the upfront money, right? But for bigger developers, they were already going to have a base to sell their game off of. Like, everyone was already going to get the new fucking Call of Duty, right? But it being like, I guess it's kind of a bad example because it's owned by Xbox now. But you know, you get my point, I think. It's
well,
just...
yeah, the Call of Duty's been notoriously expensive and never goes on special, so yeah.
Yeah, and people still buy it, right?
Yeah.
Like, so if that could have sold off of Game Pass and still made heaps of money, but like, you know, Xbox, I guess, doesn't care about losing that money. Like,
Well, because they're not losing money. They know they aren't. They're just saying that they're just showing what they need to show for the Game Pass.
Apparently it's been
But their
really
profit is
bad.
still a lot more due to everything. Well, because, again, think about it, right? Is like, let's say you're indie dev.
Their
or
hopes
dev
is in
dev
selling
general.
DLCs. Their hopes is in selling DLCs for the games.
The general thing is, instead, let's think about like, oh, we're gonna give you $100,000 worth of games up front, like, you know, sales or whatever. And they're like, oh, cool, yeah, that sounds really good. We'll do that. And then you compare it's like, okay, so this will cost you $100 to update, but we gave you $100,000 for, like, you know, 100,000 games worth or blah blah blah, which is for the amount of people that have the game, it's like, oh, okay, well, this is like $20 per game basically, instead of the 40 that you're going to sell it for. So you're already making 50% less per thing, and you're paying for the updates at full price. So, like, do you think paying for the updates when you're getting $20 instead of getting the $40 is a loss or not? You know what I mean? Like, you're making that much more, so you don't have to worry about losing out on, right? So it's like, it's a little hard, especially when it's like, you don't know how successful an indie game could have been without being on Game Pass as well, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Because there's not a lot of people that... Because, again, there are some gamers. I myself, when I really enjoy a game on Game Pass and I know I'm going to play it a lot longer, a lot more, I will genuinely, most of the time, fully buy the game. Just to support them. But there's a lot of people out there that don't do that, right? There's very limited amount of people who do. And it's just one of those things where it's like, we can talk about this all we want and compare and all that kind of stuff, but at the end of the day, we just don't know. You know what I mean? Like, it's all hearsay, right? Like, it's all just like, could have been this, or it could have been this, or it's this, or, you know, it sucks because it's just like, the game industry is for how much we know about it, there's still so little that we know about it behind closed doors. Because, again, just like the news, like, I'm going to just use this as a thing with media. People will only show you what they want you to see. You know what I mean? They're only fulfilling their part of the law to the line where it's like, it's legal. You know what I mean? Like, they're not fully showing everything that needs to be shown, because it's like, oh, we don't need to show them everything because we only need to show 30% because that's the legal amount we need to show. And that counts as being transparent as a company, is only showing 30% of behind closed door stuff, right? Legally. As an example, not like that's exactly how it is. I'm just using that as an example. It's like America with like how is this edible? This is, 3% meat and fucking blah 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 blah, right? But Australia, it's like it needs to be mostly, organic or whatever. It's a weird thing. I really want to know. Like, I really would like to understand more.
Yeah. Wish we had the sales data. I wish we had Microsoft.
As a gamer, it's nice. It would be nice to know because it's something that affects. All of us, right?
I think for indie devs it's more beneficial. But I think for what's it called? I think for already established companies, it's like, or already established studios and shit, it's like, it's not as beneficial, but it can be like beneficial for their stockholders and shit, because they can just straight up say like, hey look, we made this much this year, rather than be like, oh but trust us, this game will keep bringing in people, we just need to update it a few more times or something like that. Like they just straight up be like, okay, this is our profit, we made this much when we launched this game, and they just like, they'll just show like the exact amount they got paid by fucking Microsoft to put it on Game Pass.
Yeah, it's as you bring that up, it's like it's like it's a double-edged sword, right? It's like you paid $40 for an indie game, and it's broken as shit, doesn't work, it's dog shit, and then you don't even pay for it, you have it on Game Pass, you go, oh, I didn't even really pay for this game, so it doesn't anger you as much, so it doesn't really affect your view on it, which can also hurt how you see the game and review it, because you're like, I didn't really pay for it, so I'm not really invested.
Well, sort of, but I feel like that's only going to be positive for the game and for the developers.
Yes, but it's also bad because it's not like that's the double-edged sword part, right? Because people aren't viewing it as fairly as they should.
If you're saying that games should be rated lower because if it's free, it should.
No, it's just more so it's hard to see people's views on game review, like when they're like saying if a game's bad.
Yeah, but like if it's free
because people
and
base
you
it on
give
their
it a
price
shot
point.
for free, it's not really an issue, is it?
Yeah, that's like the price point can really affect your like stance on how.
Yeah, but then that should also affect your stance when you play the game, or if you are thinking of downloading the game, because it's free, right? So it shouldn't be too much of an issue for you to download it and try it. If it was given a 7, but it was actually a 6, you know?
Yeah, but the issue again is like Lieutenant, LT Gunberg says, is like a lot of the time most reviews aren't accurate to the game per person. So you'd have to play it yourself to find out. And that's the good thing about Game Pass as well as the bad part. You know what I mean? Like it's so weird how much of a double-edged sword everything is when it comes to.
I don't think it's double-edged at this point. I think that's just only benefits. Because even if it's getting a higher review based on the reviewers, that's better for the devs. That's better for getting people to try the game. And the only thing that's really lost here is what? You downloaded it, you spent a little bit of time downloading it, maybe you wasted 1 hour testing out the game. That's not really that big of a deal.
Well, I'm just saying, like, with reviews, it feels like some people's reviews are very heavily based on the price that they paid for the game, right?
I mean, it should be. If you pay...
It should be, yes, exactly. But if it was free, you're not going to review the game at all. You're going to be, oh, it's free anyway, whatever. I'm not going to say it was bad or anything on a review
I think if someone said that, then you wouldn't trust that review. I don't think you have a point.
Well, they wouldn't have the review up in the first place, right? When the game was fully dog shit or whatever, they're like, oh, I didn't pay much for it, so I'm not going to bother reviewing it. Like, they didn't review it at all.
Yeah,
is what I'm saying.
But if it was...
But if the same person paid $30 instead of free for Game Pass or whatever, they're more likely to like leave a review on like, yeah, the game's buggy, really fucked, barely runs, I have the recommended specs, yada yada yada. Like,
okay,
they'd have a review for something that they paid for instead of something that was free.
Right? I don't know. I feel like that's not really a...
I mean, reviews are everything for some people, but...
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying, like, in terms of whether someone reviews it, like, not at all, or if someone, like, gives it a negative review, I feel like that's not really changing anything. Like, if less people review it, but that also means that there's going to be less critical reviews, it's still like kind of the same thing, is it not? Like,
Well, the thing is like that should a game that is bad and will like doesn't get updated to be fixed or anything be seen in a better light because there's less.
it's not going to get seen in a
reviews.
better light.
Well, it is because people that didn't pay for it properly aren't reviewing it because they're like, I didn't really pay for it, so I don't need to review it.
But it's not getting it's not getting a better light.
I mean, actually, you know what? It's the same thing because like, if you get it for free and like the game was like, it was pretty good, but like it was free, so I'm not going to say anything. Like, you know, so I guess you could see it as a point of like on the other side as well, where like people that got the game basically free is also not reviewing it. So I could see that being a thing too. So yeah.
I just think Game Pass overall is better for developers. There is a few occasions where it will be worse, but that's usually when it comes to
that's just the subscription service.
Developers.
You know, it's like usual thing for them. Yeah.
It's definitely bad for Microsoft. At least at the moment. It might be better at some point when Microsoft figures out a way to make more money off of it.
I just see Punz in the bottom corner going, oh, blink, 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 snooping around.
Yeah, because I tried to look playful for a second, so my bottle sometimes just doesn't know what to do, so I was like, oh.
Also, with what Tugan said about not bothering with reviews anymore, yeah, I mean, I like watching reviews for certain things because I find reviews funny by certain people, but I don't care about the actual number that people give at the end. I do like to hear what people's opinions are on certain things, because the way people describe a certain game, I can get an idea. I can see a completely positive review and then be like, I don't want to play this, you know?
Yeah.
Because they might have said things in the review that just don't interest me, you know? They might have been like, oh, well, you can do...
That wouldn't affect you, yeah.
They might be like, oh, there's this really cool mini game that's like TFT that shows up everywhere. And it's like, I don't like TFT at all. I won't play this. Like, that will piss me off, you know? That kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's also really easy to tell with certain people how genuine they are with their review as well, instead of like being like, oh, I got this game for free and also a couple of $100, so I'm going to review it. Or like, you know. But usually they have to have on that, right, that they got paid for it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it usually says that on the
yeah.
Oh yeah, you have to exclaim that you got paid for it, usually.
Yeah.
You have to say it's a sponsored video or whatever.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's the way. Yeah.
And a lot of people were getting mad. I don't know how recently this was. It was a little bit back, I think. But a lot of people were getting mad because they were like, "Oh, people have to send in their videos for review," and apparently, a lot of the time, sending in the videos for review, it's mostly just making sure you say the disclaimer correctly so the company doesn't get in trouble. That's the part that the companies usually review with your like sponsored reviews of the game. There's a lot of companies who are like, be honest, be as honest as you want. Apparently Ubisoft is actually really good for that. Ubisoft apparently, like, despite Ubisoft being terrible in a lot of other regards, apparently Ubisoft is decent when it comes to telling people just be as honest as you can. Like, we don't care if you say bad shit about our game, just be honest, you know? Like...
Yeah. Then there's those companies that take down fucking videos and stuff because they don't like how people reviewed it honestly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Those cunts can fuck off.
I mean, I think Ubisoft needs to change some stuff already, but yeah, those do. That
I think
also
Nintendo did that a few times.
I can't remember.
EA did it for a bit as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's something Nintendo did, and they got in trouble.
I think it was on the FIFA one, right? It's basically the exact same game, just barely upgraded graphics, and that's it. Like the UI was changed, and that's it. And they added one extra player to one team, and now they called it FIFA 2025 or whatever. It's like, what the fuck? It's the same game as the year before, but just one extra guy. And the UI on the game's a bit different. That's it.
Oh yeah, FIFA's actually fucking terrible. FIFA,
Most sport games like that
Madden,
are, yeah.
NBA,
Wrestling.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So we are almost 30 minutes over time. Is there anything else we guys wanted to say about
there was
reviews
definitely
real quick?
something. There was definitely
You're fine,
something
you're
on
fine.
some of the things I wanted to talk about, but I forgot them. I had them in my head.
Monster Hunter.
but I forgot them. Fuck, I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, next week will be just the four of us, as is tradition. We usually do an episode without guest, then an episode
Don't
with a
make
guest.
promises you can't keep.
So-
Puns.
What the?
What about
What,
a show
you
up,
just
huh?
you're gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna sleep through the podcast now.
Now that you said 4 people, I'm thinking I might take the day off just so
What
you're wrong.
The
So you lied.
Just say you lie.
what the
The
hell?
lying scum that you are.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I wish you had this discussion on a solo day where we didn't have a guest, because I was wanting to bring up how the Epic Game Store kind of did a similar thing to Game Pass where they give a certain amount of sales, but yeah, we're over time, so we should probably wrap up.
Oh, paid exclusivity? That's the one I hate though. I fucking hate paid exclusivity. That one is terrible.
That's a topic for next week.
That one
Paid
is actually
exclusivity.
annoying. I don't know.
Gaming market. Gaming. Oh god.
Well,
Yeah.
yup.
It was good podcast.
Yeah, and a fun podcast.
Oh, I didn't get to say why I was late.
Oh, wait, wait.
I stayed up till 5 a.m. playing TCG Simulator.
Oh my god.
Why is everyone
Wait,
playing that?
where? Wait,
It doesn't
hold
look
on,
that
where?
good.
I fucking stayed up till 5 a.m.
It's
Is that the one where you run the shop?
Well,
Yeah,
I'll
we went to
say
the card shop.
I was
Okay.
really annoyed because for my birthday I didn't get to do anything because my roommate was home, so I couldn't be myself. I couldn't do anything, and so I spent my whole birthday locked in my room doing nothing. So then I was like, oh, you know what? Fucking, I'm just gonna sit up and play this until I feel tired, and yeah. Anyway.
Also, happy belated birthday, Sooky. I didn't know it was your birthday actually, so happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy belated birthday.
I'm Dust.
No.
You're dust.
Let's go.
No.
True, you're right there with me and you're dust.
Yeah, I'm Dust.
Ash spawn.
Increase the counter.
Ash spawn is so cool, honestly.
Ash spawn.
Okay.
I love the little baby that's the Pompey baby is so funny.
Pompey
That
baby.
is so funny to me.
Yeah, it's
I still can't believe you walked out and was like, what's the baby that gets vaporized? And I knew exactly what you were talking about.
It's
I
a
pulled
popular
a 300
meme.
I pulled a $300 card, the first rare pack I opened. I was like, yeah, baby.
Wow.
Ah.
And then I increased the price by 10% when I went to sell it.
330.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty good margins, I think, right? I assume I guess for those more niche shops, they have higher margins, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, I think you'd like TCG Punz, but it also does require a little bit of controlling, like
Yeah.
not too much, but because you can hire people to do a lot of the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah. I thought the kind of game would look fun.
Okay. Yeah.
I want a new Pokemon TCG. I want like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Master, but like with the Pokemon game. Give it to me.
I used to play
Give
the shit
here.
out of the Game Boy Pokemon TCG game.
All right. If that's it, anyone have any announcements they want to say? Are there any for streams and stuff?
have any
Me and Siel are gonna
announcements?
play Wildermyth on Thursday.
Ooh, nice. That's 2 days.
Yeah. And then Saturday we are starting the next visual novel playthrough. We're gonna be playing a visual novel called Otome Domain, which is about a femboy who gets sent to a all-girls school. It's gonna be great, and I'm going in blind too, so I don't know what the heck's gonna happen.
How are you gonna play the game? You can't see
Yeah.
it.
It's a reading game. You're going in blind.
You can't
Yeah.
call it a blind playthrough anymore. That's
Yeah.
actually a that's actually ableist. You actually have to call it a what do you call what was the other word? What's
First
the
time
actual word?
playthrough.
First time
First time
playthrough. Oh my.
playthrough.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I remember
Didn't Twitch
when
make a big
Aki-
deal about that
Aki
at some
was-
point?
Yeah.
Twitch did, and I don't think they actually ban people for it unless
Yeah.
people report it. But like, I remember Aki was using blind playthrough, and I was like, oh, I don't even know that should be done because I think people can.
It's just
report it.
safer to be
randomly.
first time playthrough in
Yeah.
case you get dickheads or just like you know.
I think I put blind playthrough for like my Frostpunk 2 streams, and I haven't gotten in trouble.
You're
So-
lying. You're not blind. You're a liar.
I'm a liar.
Oh my god, you're stolen valor.
Someone comes in and says that, you just call them woke, you know? Hit 'em with
Oh
something
my
else.
god, I hate that word so much.
Oh my god.
You woke people can't stop from being blind.
I barely woke up for the podcast.
True.
So not woke, guys. Totally. But yeah. Anything else?
Nope.
Okie dokie. Well, thank you all for
Okie
stopping by
dokie.
and hanging out. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. That's what Luigi says.
Okie dokie.
There's a bunch of- Okie dokie.
True,
But
he
yeah.
could be saying that.
We do be saying stuff. All right, so thank you all for stopping by and hanging out with us. We will be doing this again on Tuesday. I should shout out Cynthia and Snooze before they left, but we're gonna do that now. How do you do
How
that
you
for
gonna do
me,
both?
please? Oh, true. Shout out Cynthia, and then I don't know.
Just link snooze. Yeah,
Yeah,
just link snooze with a post.
Give me a second.
Want you to know, in the time of this podcast, I cleaned 5 maps in Power Wash Simulator.
I could have been
I
playing
played.
TCG.
I
this whole
played
time.
like. I think I played four.
Four.
Deadlock matches. Not me.
4. You playing golf over there? 4.
Scored
I
7
played-
years ago.
I played 4 deadlock matches. That's what I was trying to say.
Wow, you poor being.
I really want to play some more TCG. Fuck.
Deadlock is so good. I love
No,
I
Deadlock.
need to
no,
do
no,
stuff
it's not.
first.
That game's trash.
I think you're just bad.
No,
Right, everyone.
every single game has a lash. Every single game has a bebop. The bebop's doing double bomb build, so he just kills you in 2 bombs.
Okay, true.
Have fun
Bebop
at Killian's
is actually
stream.
so annoying. I hate Bebop. But
Mhm.
if you can avoid the Bebop, it's fine. It's fine.
You can't
But
avoid the
to be
bebop because
fair-
he's up your ass the entire time.
I'm playing the worst character to play against, like,
Who?
those kind of characters. Vindicta? Bro,
Oh
if I get hooked,
God,
I'm
of
fucking
course.
dead. no fucking.
If you get
health,
hooked, you're dead
get
either way. 'Cause
squishy
he
as fuck.
puts two bombs on you, you die anyways.
Okay, but I'm saying early game, Vindictor's so fucking squishy that like you get hooked, you're just fucked. You're like, there's nothing you can do.
You can instantly fly up after being grabbed.
There's not enough time.
Yeah, but if you get slowed and if you fly up, you still got a fucking bomb on you. You know, it's like, can you really do anything? Plus, getting the fly super early game. I mean, maybe it's good if you're versing Bebop, but like, typically that'd be the third skill I'll get because the other ones deal damage, and you kind of want to deal damage at the start because you want to get them low. And keep them low.
By the way,
Waiting in 5 seconds. We're gonna go send it. I
Bye.
love the cow. Go support the cow. Bye bye. I'm like, wait, we got to wrap it up, and you guys keep yapping. Like,
I'll
okay,
never